Some days I'm invincible, other days I crack, and there's just no way of telling when I'll get it back. Some like the ice, others like the flame, but for me I tell you, oh, they burn the same. Super zero, superhero. Some days I move very fast at the speed of thought, other days are not so quick, some days I get caught. Some dig the holes, others fill them in, but brother, let me tell you, I ain't shoveling. Super zero, superhero. Oh, 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 oh. With the power to climb out of bed each day, he beats back the villains of the old ennui. He slays the minutes with the swat of his hand, and he plays guitar in a rock and roll band. Alright, okay, super zero away. Some days I'm invisible, other days I shine. Doesn't matter who sees me, I'm running out of time. Some make the love, others make it well. I just want release from my private prison cell. Super zero, superhero. Oh, 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 oh. With the power to climb out of bed each day, he beats back the villains of the old ennui. He slays the minutes with the swat of his hand, and he plays guitar in a rock and roll band. Alright, okay, super zero away. Super zero, be my hero, you're my hero anyway. Super zero, be my hero, you're my hero every day. Super zero, be my hero, you're my hero anyway. The sun keeps leaning on me. The sun keeps leaning on me. It's so hot I can hardly breathe. The sun keeps leaning on me. The sun is a devil in the sky. The sun is a devil in the sky. The heat, it burns like the devil's fire. The sun is a devil in the sky. It's too hot, I wanna strip down, out of my skin now, and into my bones. It's so hot, send me a flame now, so I can just cool down. I need a nice cooling fire. The sun is a ball of hate. The sun is a ball of hate, and its hate shines down at 108. The sun is a ball of hate. The sun keeps leaning on me. The sun keeps leaning on me. Never mind the children, let everyone flee. The sun keeps leaning on me. It's so hot, my cranium softened like a ripe avocado. My brain is just mush. It's so hot, blah, 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 blah. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 ow. The sun keeps leaning on me. The sun keeps leaning on me. It's so hot I can hardly breathe. The sun keeps leaning on me. Catch me before I fall. I'm spinning out of control. Hold me as hard as you can. Don't let me escape or slip through your hands. It's a beautiful day, but it's cold outside and I am feeling numb. It's a marvelous life, but I got left out and I just wanted some. Let's just run away into the great infinite wild. Let's get on a road. I'll write a song for every mile. It's a glorious time, I know that's true, but I still feel so small. The birds they sing, but I can't hear anything at all. Kiss me now, kiss me again, kiss me again. I will keep somehow, I will abide until the end. It's a wonderful world, I see that now. I'm seeing so much more, but I'm afraid of getting caught outside in the storm.
All right.
Crazy. Are you going crazy too? I'm going crazy.
All right.
Are you going crazy too?
So I'm sorry for running a little bit late, everybody. Isabella and I were sorting out banking things. We got her set up with a U.S. banking checking account, a U.S. savings account, a credit card, like the whole shebang. And it took longer than we had anticipated. So I have not yet had a chance to do any. I have not touched the guitar at all today, which is I never do. But I figured I could show you. Hey, Wanyam, how you doing, man? Oh yeah. So okay, well, Before I get up and running on the stream, I wanted to talk to you guys. Of course I've been spending a gigantic amount of time because this year is the year where here let me I just want to check a word because I think this is what I'm trying to do. But give me 1 second. I want to make sure that I'm using this word. Okay, yeah. So no. No. Okay, fuck it. All right, no, it's not. It doesn't. It's not actually a word. I was going to use it correctly in context, but it's actually a word made up by Bruce Sterling, who's the writer of Schismatrix, which is a book that I fucking absolutely adore, and reread it. I reread it with about once every other year or so. But yeah, so I've been spending a lot of time kind of contemplating what I want to do with the stream and kind of how I want to promote. Like I want to expand Get Set Go's footprint. Now that I feel it's really funny, I've spent years. I mean, of course, I've always wanted to see the band grow, but I wasn't. Hey, Dave from Canada, how you doing, man? Good to see you. And Wanyam and Aldo Dole, good to see everybody. Paper Cat. So I've wanted to see the stream grow, and I thought what I could do is I thought I could just throw all of my songwriting talents and work ethic at that problem, and then that would and I would just write these amazing songs, and then people would be like, oh my God, these songs are amazing. Let us show up and let us be more active and let us listen to Mike and let me turn on my friends to, and it turns out that doesn't work. So I've been spending the past 6 months kind of contemplating, what do I do and how do I grow things and how do I and so these are the things that hey, the Blacker King, hey, wait, the Blacker King, so happy to catch us. Love your music. A lot of your songs got me through some really, hey, thank you, dude. Thank you. That is or the Slacker King. Hell yeah, that's a great handle. Fuck yeah, that's a great handle. But thank you. Yeah, man. It's crazy because I have existed, I've existed for so long in the periphery of the world of indie rock. I live sort of out in the weeds in a little cottage right near the wild forest where monsters slay musicians left and right, and I live in a little tiny cottage and I can't, and I'm trying to get out of this. I'm trying to at least buy a house in the village, but I can't do it, and so, but the Slacker King, every now and again, somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, Mike, your music really resonated with me or did help me get through some tough times. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I do this. So thank you. But, so one of the things, so I've spent a lot of time kind of contemplating like how do I improve my footprint here on Twitch? How do I improve my footprint, abroad? And I realized that one of the things I do really well that I haven't been leaning into is, I'm good with community. Like I'm good. I have an enormous capacity for being friends with people and remembering the details of their life and just being friends, and back in the day, I leveraged that to great success with Mr. T's Bowl. And there were 300 people that would show up every single Tuesday night, and it wasn't always the same 300 people, but there's probably, I'd say there's maybe 2,000 or 3,000 people in the Los Angeles area that were regulars at Mr. T's in a given month, and they'd show up every Tuesday night. And then when I eventually moved to Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Friday nights because I just needed the real estate, everybody showed. I mean, the Friday nights were the flagship night, but Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays could all be really spectacular nights, and I was friends with everybody, and I was able, and there was a sense of community, and there was a sense of belonging, and there was a sense of like this is us and our little space and our little awesome. So I was like, okay, I miss that. Like I miss that, and I need that. Like the thing is that for me, it's hard to actively promote my own stuff and push myself because it feels too self-serving, So I was like, okay, what do I do to add, but obviously the Twitch, like back in the early days of Twitch, there were like 16 of us, that were music streamers. And so it was easy to support each other and it was easy to be kind of involved. And as more people got involved, we were like, oh yeah, come on in, the more the merrier. But now it's so huge and so faceless. And there's such a, like the one thing I can't stand is like disingenuous. I want to be real, I want to be a legitimate, like real human being. And so it's hard for me it's hard for me to rate somebody I don't know without investing half an hour, 45 minutes to get to know who they are and get to know their music. But I don't have that kind of time, so because my whole life right now is like, my life is always chock full. Like I'm a working musician. And if I'm not making music, if I'm not writing songs, if I'm not recording songs, if I'm not putting music out, then I'm not making any money, and the money I bring in is so small, on all of my various revenue streams that I need to, like, I need to constantly be working, so, and hey, Bobcat, how you doing, brother? So, hey, tell me about it. My stuff is too punk for techno, too techno for punk, too techno and punk for goth, but too dark wave for all the rest. Trying to get more eyeballs and ear holes when you're genre bending. Yeah, no, and that's exactly it, right? So I mean, there's so many different things that are working against me, but ultimately are a huge asset. Like I need to create the market. I need to turn people on and start with a little nucleus like I did back in the Mr. T's days. And so, You only have to work 50 hours to keep up. Yeah. Well, I mean, 50 hours. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. From like literally from the moment I get up to the moment I get to bed at night, and I'm like, fuck, there's 90 things I didn't get done today. So I've been thinking. So the first thing I'm doing right now, and so this is kind of. So I need your guys' input on this perspective, because I think this might be the way forward for me, right? So I do have a handful of friends here on Twitch that are fucking amazing performers and amazing songwriters that really haven't gotten their just desserts, right? That really, even though they do have a following, and even though they've been here for 1,000 years, they still kind of struggle to find their audience, or they find their audience for a little while, and then their life derails them, and then their stream kind of gets shut down for half a year or a full year, and then they come back to it and they have to start all over from scratch, and each time they have to do it, it gets a little bit discouraging, So I've been thinking. So first off, I was thinking what I want to go after the low hanging fruit, which are the people that have actively said, Mike, I like your music. So I'm going through my Discord, and I'm just reaching out to everybody and saying, hey, thank you for being part of my Discord. Thanks. If I haven't reached out to you before, I just wanted to say hello. I'd like to get to know, because these are all people that kind of signed in and said, yeah, I want to know more about what's going on with Mike. So I just want to reach out and create a reciprocal kind of conversation. Like, hey, this is us. This is me and what I do, and this is who I am, and I want to be, because that's the thing, is that I'm not the kind of person that is good at being a rock star. I'm not like, hey, I'm amazing, and you guys just falling on me. I can't do that. The thing is, I'm the kind of guy that goes, hey, here's my song, and how you doing, buddy? And you want to hang out and grab a beer afterwards, and let's shoot the shit and what's going on with you. That is literally that has been my entire ethos, and that has been I think that's been at the fundamental aspect of why my music connects with people. So let me. I still have to set up. Yeah, I mean, yes, it kind of auto so kind of yes, of course. I mean, having a community that is as vibrant as the Diamond Club is absolutely would be absolutely awesome. But I don't. But again, I don't want to find comparisons. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even think as apples to apples, oranges to oranges. I don't want to even contemplate that. But what I do want to do is I want to connect with all my Discord people and just be like, hey, I also want to reach out to my friends that are still streaming, or if they're not streaming, because I know that Twitch right now is a behemoth, right? And there's so much white noise, and there's so much like disengagement and crazy that I think it's difficult for a lot of people that used to do it and people that are currently doing it to really get excited about doing it right now. But the thing is, I think that there is an enormous opportunity. So I'm like, all right, well, why don't I just reach out to my friends that I know are amazing musicians, and why don't I say, like, why don't we band together and create a little thing, and why don't we all set up a schedule so we can all, and we'll find ways to support each other. And so basically, because when I was in Los Angeles, when I was really active in the LA indie rock scene, I was out every single night, right? So for 7 nights a week, I was out at rock shows. Now of course I can't devote that amount of time, but I could probably maybe 4 or 5 days a week, I could probably devote, a couple hours to supporting my friends. So I was thinking it would be fun to actually put together a group, we create a group and all my friends create groups. We all just gather all the people that might be interested in this, because I definitely know amazing musicians, right? So we get all of our amazing musicians together, we all coordinate schedules, and then we just kind of, every single night for a couple hours, we hop into whoever's stream, and we just hang out and we get to know their music. So we know the songs to request, and we know the songs to sing along to. And it begins to feel like the Mr. T scene did. It begins to feel like a community, That also means that it'll allow us to create our own, we'll eventually engender our own cross stream memes and jokes and insider jokes and that it's really funny. That happened organically back in the early days of Twitch, but because there weren't that many people. But now there's so many people and so much stuff going on. I think it's really easy to get diluted. And so I was thinking, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm just reaching out to people on my Discord and saying, hey, how you doing? And I just want to get to know you, because a lot of people have joined my Discord, and I don't really know them, So first off, I just want to get to know everybody, but I think that what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to reach out to Brad. So do a bear and roll. He's an amazing songwriter and an amazing performer, and he kind of shut down his streaming setup. So I'm trying to coax him to get back into it. I'm going to reach out to Boone Magical Objects. I'll probably reach out to Rain and Girl Singing, and I'll maybe Resurrection Fern. I'll just find a cadre of people that I know are sweethearts. They've been doing this a long time and are also getting to the point where they're starting. Yeah, I mean it has. That's exactly right, Slacker King. And so for me, I want to build a little space in, like, I want a little microcosmic Twitch inside Twitch, that where all of us, like, so and something that doesn't ask of people, because I know one of the things for viewers, particularly if you're a fan of the music stream thing, the thing is, because people's schedules were so varied and there was so much of it, it's difficult for people to stay on top of each other's schedules. So what I was thinking it might be nice to do is at least give, like, these amazing musicians I know, like, be like, dude, so just do it once a week, Brad, do it once a month. We set up a schedule so we kind of know where everybody is, and then that way I know where I'm going to be. It's not, yeah. I mean, it is kind of like a stream team, Bobcat. But the thing is that, like, but for me, I think it would the idea would be that it would move out. It's not that Twitch is just one venue, and then it moves outside of that. So the thing is, so for me, what I would do is I would the moment that Omicron has been squashed, as we get our little community together, I would put together a Claudia-con that involves all of these performers, and I'd invite everybody out to a physical space, and I'd invite all you guys to come out to here in Austin or somewhere else in the country, where we could all meet in person, and we could actually put on a rock show with everybody there. And that would be one of the events. And we would find things, we would do things so that because for me, I want to build a community that doesn't have to be beholden to Twitch or be beholden to any kind of streaming platform, because all streaming platforms have their day, And so the Slacker King, the parallel to the NFL and NHL is kind of nuts. They're both people playing games with spectators with crazy audiences. I never once thought that watching someone play a video game would be like a bit. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's exactly right. These are just the nascent days. Like, this is just me kind of like waxing. But I think that I do so much better, and I get so much more excitement promoting stuff that I know is not benefiting just me, but is benefiting us, And I really love putting together. And for me, it's so much easier for me to put effort into creating something that's going to be an event or a spectacle or something that's going to be where we're all going to be like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And this is so awesome. And that's exactly right, Bobcat. And so that's why I kind of want to avoid the partner. I mean, and which is, again, so we'd have to talk to, but we'd have to talk to each individual streamer, because, again, like, does it behoove you? And again, I don't really want to even have this conversation right now, but does it behoove you, if you're partnering on Twitch and you're seeing a significant drop in your numbers and you're not seeing the kind of engagement that you used to get, like, does it behoove you to stick with Twitch? The thing is, and so but what I'm thinking is we'll create a little nucleus, kind of like we did in the early days of Mr. T's. We'll come up with a little group of 4 or 5 of us, and we'll just like, and then what I'll do is I'll be like, hey, this is the schedule. And then if you guys want, but again, so I'll be like, hey, this is scheduled. If you want to join us, you're welcome to. And then for me, I feel like I've been disconnecting because I've been working so hard on the writing of songs and so hard on the recording of songs. I feel like I've been disconnecting with my friends. Not substantially, but I just feel like, I mean, again, I haven't really seen anybody in 2 years because COVID has been lurking around, So the only possible good thing to me about Partner is how they do the split. But I've often thought Partner isn't as good as Twitch makes it sound. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is that, like, and the money, I mean, maybe the money is awesome when you have a lot more people. For me, the money has been fine, but where I really made most of my money back in the day when I was making a lot of money from Twitch, and it wasn't a lot. It was like $1,100. My biggest months were $1,100, and it was all tips. So it was all through the sweat of my brow and very little from Twitch. So for me, Twitch has never really been a money making thing other than the fact that I was playing and performing. So I kind of get the idea, like, being present and engaged in people's brains. So when you do announce announce live shows, there's a pre-vetted audience that would show. And that's exactly what I did with MySpace. That's exactly right. I wonder if Twitch and Instagram and YouTube or whatnot gives location data so you can go where you see the largest turnout. I mean, well, yeah. So what I would do is I would compel people, or I would suggest to people that they stream on multiple platforms so we get as wide a reach as possible, and that when we're streaming, I can say to all my people watching on Facebook and all my people watching on YouTube, which is like literally it's a battle. Like every now and again there's one or two people that show up on a different platform, but what I do think is if I can kind of galvanize people and get them excited about just hanging out and just hanging like and digging music and having a good time, and we're all just kind of playing and cracking jokes and having like, I do think that the fun that fun is contagious, right? So as long as we're having a good time, then that becomes contagious. People go, oh, that was awesome. I want to do that again. So I think that because hey, Toasties, how you doing? So because playing music for me on Twitch, performing 5 days a week is integral to like me just practicing and staying on top of my catalog, I will continue to do my thing. But the thing is, I do think that what I'd like to do is once we kind of sit down, we figure out who we're going to be doing our thing with and what interval we're going to be doing it at. I'd like to like just either showcase 1 day a week or 1 day a month or whatever interval that we want to do. And that would be that would be the show that I would actively promote, and I'd invite all you guys and I would literally like reach out to all my Discord people and be like, hey, this is the big show. Can you come out? Like, whether it's weekly so what we do is we try to create like a little gravitational center that attracts everybody, and then we just make that show amazing. Dun dun dun, it's awesome. And then all right, we'll see you. And then tomorrow or next week or whatever, it's gonna be so and so show. And then we show up, and the great thing is that like I know that because I'm a musician, I can hear things in music and talk about what like the songwriter friends that I know are amazing. But I don't think that they're. I mean, certainly you guys can hear their music and be like, oh, this is amazing stuff. But I don't think that a lot of people that don't actually make music understand why it's amazing and why it is what separates their music from other people's music, kind of thing, And so I think it'd be fun for me to just like, I've never really done that. I've never sat in a chat and just broken down why I love my friend's music so much, And the thing is, but I used to do that at Mr. T's Bowl. One of the things that really created, if you've ever watched, hold on, In Heaven There Is No Beer. If you've ever seen this movie, In Heaven There Is No Beer, they talk about the fact that when I was went in the early days of my scene and all throughout, not the early days, the entire 9 years that I was booking there, I'd stand right up in front and I'd just jump up and down and lose my shit and be like, this is amazing, because I loved every band and I loved the music. So and by the way, Dave Palomaro, Get Set Go's drummer for like he was Get Set Go's drummer for like 8 albums. He's the director and the guy that put this whole thing together. But I think it was 1998 to 2006 or 7. So it was like 8 or 9 years. Yeah. But so anyway, it was a long time, anyway. So this is all this stuff is just kind of, so I'm just right now kind of just engaging. I'm just reaching out to all the Discord people and saying, hey guys, check this out, and yeah, right. Me too, Blue. And so, yeah, and that's exactly it. So I'd love to so if we can get this thing going, right? If we can get this stuff going, that I might be able to like, so if I can come up with a good core, like let's say we had 5. Let's say we had only 3 streamers, right? Let's say we had 3 streamers and each of us did 1 show a week, right? So I mean I would continue to do my thing, but I would specifically promote 1 show a week. Like let's say it was like Friday nights. Oh, here you go, Toast Sneeze. Here. So let's say I would just promote, like, let's say I would just promote the Friday nights, like come out on Friday nights. That's where we're going to be a big thing. It's going to be awesome. And I would do everything in my power to make sure that that Friday night was just the best set possible. So I'd have everything practiced up and everything be ready to rock and roll. And maybe I'd introduce some new songs, but we just make it a big event. But we'd also get all of the other performers that we're going to be performing later on in the week, they'd be hanging out as well. So you get a chance to like just kind of shoot the shit with like other amazing songwriters and just be a little community, you know? And then a few days later, they would do their thing, and I would show up, and those of you that were inclined, we'd all show up and we'd just hang out. And so we'd eventually become familiarized with each other's music. And in fact, what I would do is this is where I would do covers. I would actively request that we as performers, we learn each other's songs, because the thing is, because that's what I mean. We didn't do a lot of that back in the day, but we did enough of it so that it was just fun to like hear your friends interpret your other friends' music, you know. So then once we've got this thing running, then I could start reaching out to my other musician friends that are amazing songwriters but don't really have an outlet and haven't yet done the streaming thing. If I can say to them, hey guys, why don't you join me this one day? And so I have them guest, and I turn them on, and everybody goes, yeah, that's amazing. And then the next time they're gonna stream, they do it by themselves, you know. And so what we do, yes, it is a band. It is like a band hydra. And so I think it's entirely possible to do this within Twitch without anybody's permission, without doing anything like. And so the stream team thing, the thing is like, I don't want to use any Twitch elements. I want it to just be us. I want it to just be our thing without going through anybody's like I don't want any gates. I don't want I just want that's one of the awesome. I mean, obviously a big part of this model is built on the whole Diamond Club thing. And then one of the great things about Diamond Club is you make the diamonds, you know, it's something, there's so many little memes and secret handshakes and little things that make it such a vibrant, awesome community. I think we could do the same thing with music. I mean, so that's my thing. All right, I'm gonna get up and make some music. But so I just wanted to run that by you guys. I think what we're gonna start doing. So I've already reached out to Brad. But I don't think Brad can do like a weekly thing. I would like to find at least two other streamers that could do a weekly thing. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to build a schedule, like build a monthly schedule that we just kind of stick to, and we just try, you know, and then I'll reach out to all the people that kind of signed up with my Discord and be like, hey man, this is kind of what we're like. So at first I want to get the conversation going. I just want to get to the point where I'm on if not a first name basis with all of the people in my Discord. I want to be able to, when I run across a name from somebody that shows up in my stream from Discord, I want to know who they are, and I want to know what's going on. I want to know at least the rudiments of their life, and kind of like, because for me, I do so much better when I'm interacting with friends, even if they're just acquaintances, than I do with dealing with faceless people. And the thing is, like, and at some point in time, I will end up having to go back to dealing with faceless, or not faceless people, but I'll have to go back to dealing with just, you know, because I can't really socialize too much at a venue except after the show, you know, and so and I can't do that for 3 or 4 hours. I mean, I have done that for 3 or 4 hours, but it takes a lot out of you, you know. So it'd be nice to be able to do that here and to be able to have those ongoing conversations and feel like, oh, this is my community, and you know, and it already does, but I just think it'd be nice to like build it into something that's a little bit more codified and that includes other amazing musicians, so they feel inspired to keep making music. And that's the thing is, like, I feel like right now the way I did in 2005 in 2004 of the Mr. T scene. Like, it was still vibrant, it was still fun, but people were starting to drop out, you know. And I don't want to see. I've had too many amazing songwriter friends stop making music for whatever reason. I just would like to find a way to like inspire the guys that are doing this to keep on keeping on. So anyway. So I haven't touched the guitar at all today. This is the first time I mean, other than moving it around to set up my stream. So I'm just gonna do a real quick, just testing the. Yeah, I feel pretty awkward. I hate missing notes. So this is so what I'm doing is I'm just gonna basically walk you guys through this is the preparation that I do every single day. So, but I actually do this a lot longer than I'm going to do it. I'm just. So these are the modes in the key of F. So that was Dorian. This is Ionian. Like, so, and then I switched to the pentatonic scales. Yeah, I feel really awkward right now. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna. This is gonna be pretty rough. I do apologize. I didn't get a chance to practice, but we'll play it by ear. Let's do this. Let's do this guy. All right, so Die motherfucker die. Yes, that's so awesome. In fact, my buddy, the guy I was talking about, Brad, do a bear and roll, who is his Twitch handle. He was saying that he had a really angsty day last summer, and he listened to Die Motherfucker Die 20 times in one day. And I'm like, that's so cool, man. Like it's just it's so great to like hear that stuff, you know. Let me just get this down. Yes, no, it's hard, it's getting harder all the time. You put your back against the wall and brace yourself and push with all your might. All your might. But nothing's moving, nothing's going anywhere. And you shove till you're exhausted, throw your hands up and you cry out in despair. But don't you ever give up. No, don't you let it get its claws into you. These other motherfuckers, what do they do? So let's crack open a bottle and let us tune up our guitars. And let us sing to the dying of the stars. Let us sing for the songs that never get heard. Let's set it on fire and watch it burn. Oh, sing with me, make the heavens tremble with the song. 'Cause sooner than later we'll be gone. There's thieves and liars everywhere you turn. And the more time you spend with them, the more like them you'll become, you'll learn. And I hate to say it, but I don't like where we've arrived. Where the rich keep getting richer and the poor, well, the poor, they just keep dying. Now I'm just a broken songster, writing songs that no one will buy. I have no power to make things right. But here's another song, love, a song I sing with all of my heart. I know it's tough and it's falling apart. So let us sing, but the songs that never get heard. Let's set it on fire and watch it burn. Oh, sing with me, make the heavens tremble with the song. 'Cause sooner than later we'll be gone. Let us sing away the pain. Let us sing a song that makes it all okay. And if I sing a bit too long, oh, I hope you'll forgive me this song. There's thieves out. Yes, no, it's hard. It's getting harder all the time. Hey, Mike. You put your back against the wall and brace yourself and push with all your might. But nothing's moving, nothing's going anywhere. And you shove till you're exhausted, throw your hands up and you cry out in despair. But don't you ever give up. No, don't you let it get its claws into you. Those other motherfuckers, what do they do? So let's crack open a bottle and let us tune up our guitars. And let us sing to the dying of the stars. Oh, let us sing but the songs that never get heard. Let's set it on fire and watch it burn. Oh, sing with me, make the heavens tremble with the song. 'Cause sooner than later we'll be gone. That wasn't too terrible. Sorry, that wasn't too bad for not having played guitar at all today. But hey, Mike's here. How you doing, man? And thank you, Cubby-Bara. Hey, thank you, Arsonist Hawk. Thank you, Bobcat. Oh shoot, where's my capo? Capo. Oh, it's right here. I found my capo. Hey, thank you, Dave from Canada. Right on, thank you, man. Yeah, that's So one of the good things is that because I have been playing in earnest so much, so time, your lag is too severe. That's so crazy. Thank you, Toast Sneeze. Wanyam, yeah, I've been hearing that lately. Like I can't tell. Is it Twitch? Is it you guys? What's going on? Oh shoot! Hold on. I didn't finish setting this guy. Hold on. I'm going to do it incrementally. So hold on. All right. There we go. Here. So, okay. Okay. All right. Good. I'm getting two very different amounts of lag on my two phones on the same Wi-Fi network. Well, that's great. Streaming to multiple places. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and whatever. It's frustrating because it's just the tech. You know, the tech is still pretty new. I mean, you know, it's still, probably less than 10 years old. So, all right, well, that's good. Let me know. I would like to sort this stuff out. I'm trying, because for me, I would like to, in fact, I don't even understand why it's so difficult. Like, shouldn't I be sending it? Like, I guess maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I've got blazing fast internet. Like I've got 2 gigabyte upload and download speeds, you know? So I don't understand why I shouldn't be dealing with any issues, you know, and for whatever reason I still am. It's very frustrating. Oh yeah, so all right, so what I'm doing, so this I will be taking requests in just a bit, but I figured I'd show you guys because I didn't get a chance to do any guitar practice today. I'm trying to show you this is what I do every single day. I play all these songs. Isabella, I'm 100% certain loves this because I play the same fucking song every single day. Each of them challenges different parts of my guitar playing. That when I have these songs down nice and fluid, I know that I can play anything else I've written with facility, you know, and so it's fine. Okay, well that's good. The other day I had bad lag no matter what, but today, okay, all right, good. Well, yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. I sometimes do movie night streams on this other Discord server, and 99% of the time lag issues on the viewers end. Yeah, but you know, but it's still frustrating. Like why would they be getting? Because normally they don't lag, right? So, but why would they be like Twitch is like, oh, I think that Mike is streaming to multiple services. Let's make this thing suffer. My heart is stone. I don't need anyone. Oh, my heart is stone and I feel nothing at all. My lips are sealed and my tongue is tied. And the heart that used to be inside me has petrified. So do your worst to me, I won't feel a thing. Finally I'm proof against the world. So do your worst to me, I won't feel a thing. Someday soon my heart will be a diamond. Oh, and then you can carve it from my chest, for to see how it glitters like the rest. Only then will it shine for you. Give me an apple. My lips, they burn from your turpentine, and there's nothing that you're offering that I wish was mine. My heart is stone, I don't need anyone. I have always been and will always be on my own. So do your worst to me, I won't feel a thing. Finally I'm proof against the world. So do your worst to me, I won't feel a thing. Someday soon my heart will be a diamond. Oh, and then you can carve it from my chest, for to see how it glitters like the rest. Only then will it shine for you. No one can save me from myself. Save me. Save me from myself. Save me. My heart is stone, I don't need anyone. My heart is stone, I don't need anyone. Hey, sweetheart, what was I going to ask you? Oh, okay. So everybody else, I was going to ask you guys. So is the balance sound okay? It sounds okay to me. It sounds like everything is a little hot, and I could bring that down, but I just wanted to check with you guys. Can you hear everything all right? It seems like I want the guitars to be felt as well as heard, you know. So I want them to be where normally I would have the vocals resting above the guitars. Because I've got a whole new setup and it can handle a little bit more, it's a little bit more nuanced in terms of the sound capture. I want to keep it, but I just want to check with you guys. Is it sounding all right? Can you hear the vocals? Can you make them out? Do the guitars sound okay? Does anything sound overdriven or too hot? Internet and seems fine to me. Nothing's overloading. Low end on the guitar could be boomier, but okay. All right. Okay. Awesome. I could do a little bit more low end, just like this. Hold on. Okay, August Strand, how you doing? All right. So this should give us a. Okay, good, awesome. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So basically, so these songs. So all right. So yeah. So what I do. So what I do when I adjust, like, so what I normally do when I'm rehearsing and getting myself practiced up is the songs I'm playing right now, like that song. This song is used to be a significant workout for my arm. For my right arm, like for my strumming arm, it was a significant workout. This one requires. This is a song called Happiness, and this one has all sorts of alternative strumming patterns, and it has two alternative strumming patterns right up against each other. And so if I can play this and sing, and get the cadence of the vocals right alongside whilst playing these weird strumming patterns. Which you'll see in the turn right before the chorus, and the chorus is where you really encounter the weirdness. If I can do that, then great. Then I feel comfortable to go and tackle my less difficult strumming pattern stuff. But this is a song called Happiness. This is the opening track on my 2017 release called "This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things." It's funny. Crying Shame, which is the opening track for my album Ordinary World. I did not intend to start the album with Crying Shame, but John Wood, who co-produced that album with me, John Wood, who engineered and co-produced it, and he actually played a bass on the entire song except for the song Mean, which is played by Get Set Go's original bass player, Dr. Moto. John Wood played all the rest of the bass, and John was like, Mike, he's like, can I just add, like, I think that Crying Shame should be the opener. And I was like, why? And he's like, because it's a pretty song. It's a dark song. I think it sets up the rest of the record really well. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, all right, sure, man. And so we used, so Eric Summer, Get Set Go's viola player, he created the entire sequence except for the fact that we took Crying Shame, like we literally out of Eric's sequence, we just pulled Crying Shame out and put it right up in front. And it ended up being a really great entree into that album. So fast forward, 15 years later, and I'm putting together This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things, and I was like, I want something to start off the album that kind of did for this record, or does for this record what Crying Shame did for that record. So this one goes. Skipping out on everything, I'm just gonna stay holed up in my bedroom now, each and every day. I don't know what's wrong, but I know I don't feel right. Maybe tomorrow, but I can't go out tonight. Hey, Dutch JD. I'm turning off my telephone. I don't wanna talk. I'm taking off all my clothes, except maybe my socks. I'm gonna stay in bed until I feel much better. I don't think I'm coming out. I don't think I'll ever feel right again. I think that I need some happiness, please, right again. I know that I need some happiness, please. Some happiness would do me right. Sue, get up here right now, bud. Get up here right now. I don't know what time it is. The shades have all been drawn. And if I feel hunger pains, I just wait until they're gone. I think that I will sleep. I've been sleeping through the day. Sleep until I can say that I feel right again. I think that I need some happiness, please. Right again. I know that I need some happiness, please. Some happiness would do me right. Sue, get up here, bud. Come on. Get up here right now, bud. All the way up. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go. No barking, come on. Hey, Tim, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. It's been hey, Pilatar, how you doing? Heck yeah. Good to see you. Great to see the two of you. That's awesome. You guys didn't come in together, did you? Yeah. So anyway, so that's a song called Happiness, and that is one of the songs that that for me, like those kind of all like getting those lyrics to cadence alongside the strumming pattern was always a real chore, and so now it's just one of the songs I throw into my regular practice thing just to make sure I've got it down. This is another one. Hey, Dutch David, can I sing? So I don't sing. So I'm Mike TV. I'm in a band called Get Set Go. I have 20 albums in stores. My music has been licensed by Grey's Anatomy and Weeds and Jack and Bobby and Burning Annie and Malibu Beach Party and all sorts of television shows and films and stuff like that. I've toured the planet. I'm a professional musician that uses Twitch to just kind of hang out with my friends and practice and I have a huge catalog of songs. I only play originals, man. I'm so sorry, but I know that there are literally hundreds of Twitch musicians that can play Hotel California. I'm just not one of them. I can't play it. I just won't because I only play my own stuff. I look at other musicians as peers, and in the same way, I wouldn't want to speak their words or put or pretend to be them. I don't play their music. Oh, that's awesome, orchestra. That's awesome. Bum 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 bum. Close your eyes and go to sleep and dream a pleasant dream. Close your eyes and go to sleep and dream a pleasant dream. Close your eyes and go to sleep and dream a pleasant dream. Oh, dream a pleasant dream. Oh, dream of anything. Just dream. Bum 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 bum. Close your eyes and go to sleep and dream a pleasant dream. Close your eyes and go to sleep and dream a pleasant dream. Close your eyes and go to sleep and dream a pleasant dream. Oh, dream a pleasant dream. Oh, dream of anything. Just dream. Yeah, you guys can throw in. Oh, dream a pleasant dream. Oh, dream of anything. Just dream. Yeah, you guys can throw in requests right now, and I'll play them. I still have about maybe 10 or 15 songs ahead of you though, just because again. So I didn't get a chance to practice. I didn't get a chance to practice the guitar. Let me see. I didn't get a chance to practice the guitar today, so I'm no. There we go. Okay. All right. So I didn't get a chance to practice guitar today. So I'm doing my guitar practice. Like I'm playing all the things I'd normally play, in my to practice my guitar for you guys now. So because I haven't done this. I did this once, I think, some time ago, but I haven't done it recently. So oh shoot. So now after I practice all the songs that are strumming based. That are the strumming songs that kind of require me to, stay on top of the actual, the actual pattern. Then I move on to fingerpick tunes. And so that's what I'm going to do right here. Pardon. I just turned down the guitar at the exact wrong time. So let me get this. Come on. No. It's not right. They say your life flashes right before your eyes, just before you die. It's true, and this is it. It's happening right now. It's flashing right in front of you. Have you had the time of your life? For this is the time of your life. Each decision that you make creates another you that went a different way. And in some other place, there's another me that did it all okay. Another universe's perfect me. And I'm just a very flawed copy. The things I do are a mystery to me. It's a miracle I breathe at all. I wanna live, or at least I think I do, but most every choice I make is flawed. Have you had the time of your life? For this is the time of your life. Each decision that you make creates another you that went a different way. And in some other place, there's another me that did it all okay. Another universe's perfect me. And I'm just a very flawed copy.
You'll never write well if you fear dying. You?
Yeah, I do. I'd say it's might be my greatest fear, actually.
But it's something all men before you have done, all men will do.
I know.
Have you ever made love to a truly great woman?
Actually, my fiancée is pretty sexy.
And when you make love to her, you feel true and beautiful passion, and you, for at least that moment, lose your fear of death.
No, that doesn't happen.
I believe that love that is true and real creates a respite from death. All cowardice comes from not loving or not loving well, which is the same thing. And when the man who is brave and true looks death squarely in the face, like some rhino hunters I know, or Belmonte, who's truly brave, it is because they love with sufficient passion to push death out of their minds, until it returns as it does to all men. And then you must make really good love again.
Have you had the time of your life? For this is the time of your life. Each decision that you make creates another you that went a different way. And in some other place, there's another me that did it all okay. Another universe is perfect me. And I'm just a very flawed copy. So you know, that was perfect, Bobcat. That was absolutely perfect. That was so great. Thank you. Hey, Ian, good to see you, man. How you doing? Okay, so I was thinking about, I wanted to talk to you guys about, so again, one of the things I've been doing lately, and thank you, Wanyam. One of the things I've been doing lately, and thank you, Aldo Dole, thank you, man, is I've been starting to do a bunch of my homework on because again, I need a whole new musical promotion team. I need a new publicist. I need a new marketing team. I need a new radio promotion company. Like I need a whole bunch of people, and I'm because what I want to do is I want to in 2023. So this year is entirely a recording year for me. So I'm going to be recording. I have 125 brand new songs that have never been. I haven't done any significant like studio demos of at all. So I'm still in the process of figuring out how I want to break them out and how I want to tackle recording them. But by tomorrow I should have 3 to 4. I'm recording the basic tracks. Now, what I consider the way basic tracks usually work when you're dealing with a full band is you do like a scratch guitar or whatever instrument the song was written on, or whatever instrument is the lead instrument, not the lead like playing guitar leads, but this is the instrument that the rest of the band follows to like understand the song. You record that as a scratch track, like scratch guitar, scratch vocals, and then you throw in the drums and the bass. And so the basic tracks are the drums and the bass, and then along with the scratch stuff that kind of helps define the song, and then you build everything on top of the drums and the bass. I don't do that because my instruments, my primary instruments are not drums and bass. My primary instrument is either the guitar or the piano. So what I do is I record acoustic guitars. I double them. So I record. No, thank you, Isabella. Thank you though. So what I do is I do a perfect rendition, one perfect acoustic version, and I put that in the left channel, and then I re-record it again, and I get another perfect rendition, and I throw that in the right channel, so that when you listen to the song, it sounds big and full and awesome and sounds beautiful in your ears. And then I just do a scratch vocal right down the middle. And I'm going to do that for all, I might do that for all 125. I might do it for 80 of them. I might do it for 60 of them. I don't really know, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it until I'm sick of doing that for these 125 songs. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to start iterating. I'm going to start laying down drums and bass for tracks. Now, what I might do is I might throw in the drums and bass and then throw in some piano and add shaker and tambourine and then add some harmonies and some background vocals and some oohs and ahs just to see kind of how each song's shaping out. And then I'll keep iterating on them until they start to feel like they belong on an album. They're not going to be polished like an album, so I'm not going to clean up the timing mistakes and the occasionally sour vocal notes or whatever, or maybe I played a lead and the lead is just not exactly in sync. Like I'll leave that as it is. I'll take an almond cookie, sweetheart. Thank you. So thank you, Orchestra. This has been these 125 songs. I wrote 180. I think 182 or 184 songs over the past couple years, but I haven't done anything with them because I've been focusing on getting all my other stuff out. So, yes, Slacker King, yes. In fact, absolutely, man. I've been talking about. I want to do videos for a lot of this stuff. Okay, hold on real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, sweetheart. That's wild. I write my bass and drums first and have a rhythm section first, and then fill out the other melodies. Yeah, so yeah. So but again, for me, but yes. So Slacker King, reach out to me and we'll talk about. I didn't do the peanut butter and apple slice pilatar. I just did the cookie because the peanut butter it's too difficult to get down quickly, and so I'm talking and I'm like hold on for 5 minutes while I chew in your on camera this gooey, sticky but delicious but gooey and sticky thing that's going to take me 5 minutes to swallow. So So I've got all this work underway, but I want to figure out the best way to exploit it, the best way to leverage it another thing that I'm going to be doing is another thing I'm going to be doing. You go ahead, feel free to clip that however you want, and then use it to hurt me down the line once I've achieved a bigger footprint, and you want to squash my career. You can just re-edit that and then be like, oh, this is Mike talking about sucking dick. Okay, so. I totally lost my train of thought. So I was saying, right, doing on the music and oh yeah. So one of the things that is very frustrating for me is that as I'm looking to like build out my group of people, I realize that I have okay. So here, so it's really funny. So look at this. So cookie distraction. Yes. Sorry, guys. So I have hundreds of songs. I have never once solicited my songs. I've never once gone out and said, "Hey, would you consider using my songs for your film and TV stuff?" I've never done that once. I've had maybe 30 licenses over the course of my career, and all of those licenses came from people actively seeking me out, having either the editors like my band already and they use my music in their very first cuts before they had any improved music, and then the producers were like, I like this music. Where did this come from? Which is what happened with Grey's Anatomy and with Weeds and with or somebody or a music supervisor asks a friend, "Hey, do you know any cool music that we might be able to use?" And then my friend, who's often a musician, goes, "Oh my God, you have to hear this song." And then they play one of my songs and they go, "Oh my God, we're going to use that." And then they reach out to me. Or it's been they've already heard another license and they're like, "Can I use this? Can I use this? I know you use this song for this big television show, but we'd like to use it in Australia, or we'd like to use it in Germany, or we'd like to use it somewhere else." And so that's. But never once have I shopped my stuff around, right? So I have literally hundreds and hundreds of songs that have never been shopped. But so I would think if I was a music publisher, if I was somebody that worked with, or if I was a publicist, or if I was anybody that did anything with music that they wanted to exploit for money, I would think that I would be, if not a super valuable asset, I would think that I'd be an asset of some form or another, right? But no, and this is why. Because to parse, I have hundreds and hundreds of songs. So what that would require is it would require someone to spend time listening to my hundreds of songs and understanding them to figure out where each song could be applied. And a lot of people don't want to do that because most people don't really want to fucking work their job, or that's not so. They don't want to engage with the music. They want to engage with the details of their job. They want to engage with the So they'd much rather wait until a hit song shows up on their front desk. Oh my God, this is a really amazing song, and then they try to lock that song down, and then hang on to it until somebody comes up and goes, they're looking for a song. Oh, we're looking for a really peppy pop song that has really divergent lyrics and is guitar driven, and they go, oh, I've got the song for you, and that's what they do. So there doesn't seem to be the ethos of let me go into a songwriter's catalog and understand it, and then let's figure out applications, and so I'm finding myself. No, thank you, sweetheart. I'm still working on my first one. Here. So I'm still finding myself as I'm reading up on these publishing companies and on these record labels and all this stuff. Now I would not want to sign with a record label unless they could do something I couldn't do for myself, which is entirely possible. I mean, if say, the thing is so, yeah. I mean, they do, but the thing is but they don't, but the thing is it's not, it doesn't get as in depth as I think that, I think that most music professionals, which is really funny. There was a music supervisor for The Good Wife. His name is Jason Harkins. And he was, and one thing that he does when he's looking for new music for like that might be licensed for his shows. He was the music supervisor for the Good Wife. He did a lot of stuff with Robert Rodriguez, the guy that did the Roadhouse movie with Quentin Tarantino where they did the double feature. So he also did El Mariachi. So he's a legit guy, and he reached out to me while I was in Austin. And he's like, hey man, I just encountered your music, and I have to say it's really unique. Like I really dig it, and it's really unique. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And so he and I got to talking, and we never found a good fit for my music, but I know that what I have has value. I know that people that listen that use music in film and TV have often reacted positively to my music. But getting a publisher but I can't, me saying that to somebody does not overcome their I don't give a fuck attitude, and so for me the idea of having to I got to go to my dad's dinner, thanks for, oh no, yeah, of course, Bob, yeah, no worries, man, yeah, enjoy your dinner with your dad, and hopefully we see you again soon, man, drive safe and have a spectacular evening. And so anyway, so for me, like the thing is like it's crazy to have had as much success as I've had, but because I kind of stepped out of that world for almost a decade now, I find myself having to like I have to go and do like a pitch to be like, oh yeah, my stuff has value. Which is fine. I can do that. That's totally cool. But the thing is that like, but I know that people won't even take the time to read past the first, like, the thing is like, so they're going to ask me for like, oh, well, give me a selection of your songs, right? And often they only ask for like 3 songs. Okay, so how do you define Get Set Go and the music I write in just 3 songs? So what, I give them Wait and I Hate Everyone because those are my 2 songs with more than 2 million plays each. Wait's on over 4 million. Do I give them those and be like, hey, these are my popular songs? Do I give them One with the Numbers and VKFD? This is my kind of more punky, like, so so for me I find myself I've been in this morass for a couple decades now, So I think what I'm going to do to circumvent a lot of this stuff is I think that I'm going to reach, because I have filmmaker friends. I'm just going to reach out to my filmmaking friends and be like, hey guys, do you want to use my music for free? I will give you any song that you want. I will let you use my music for free throughout your entire movie, just so long as you I want you to like, obviously like credit Get Set Go. And so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself available to free to my filmmaking friends, and give it to them, and see if I can't get 3 or 4 placements over the next year, so that I can say, hey, these guys use my new stuff. Hey, this is my new stuff, and then that will hopefully be a conversation starter for other, but again, and it could be dangerous because I'm giving it to them for free. But I think that because they're my friends, I can say I did that. I can say I'm just being egalitarian. They're all indie filmmakers. I love my friends, and so I think that it might hurt me, but it probably won't hurt me. Yeah, that sounds a bit tricky. Maybe curtail what songs you sang. Well, I mean, so the thing is that like. Yeah, it just won't work. Like the thing is, I mean, maybe it does, but it's not going to. Like the thing is, like, my stuff. I know it. I already know. Before we signed our record deal with TSR Records, there was a point in time when we were sending our stuff to we were looking to get a record deal, and so we had a little thing of demos. There's songs that made it on the album. There like it was like Go to the Mattress, Kiss the Girl, and Jesus Christ Wore Leather, all great songs, all very like they're the versions that made it on the album are actually the versions that we recorded. But because the lyrical content was so left of field, people just couldn't wrap their heads around it. It literally like rocked their worlds, and they're like, I don't understand, I was like, no, of course you don't. No, that's fine. And so we had to wait until TSR Records was like, we love this, man. Like, and I was like, thank you. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, and then the first record came out and it didn't do that well because again, people didn't fully understand it. And then, but Ordinary World hit her name Will did Gangbusters, you know, and so they're like, oh shit, you know. So it just, yeah, anyway. So so I'm gonna give you guys an insider's peek into this whole fucking thing as I do all this stuff, as I have these conversations, as I talk to these companies, as I do all of this crazy chaos that drives me fucking nuts. I'm gonna just be like, oh, and so today, and I will literally read you the emails. I will recount the conversations, just to show you what a fucking son of a bitch the music business side of music is. That's exactly right. In fact, that's exactly right. And so that's what I'm trying to. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want to find a new publicist that understands that, like, because I'm going to be releasing maybe 5 or 6 records next year. Because what I'm going to do is, I have because I've got 125 songs, I'm going to focus on the songs that are already hits with you guys. I'm going to focus on those. And then once I've got studio demos of all of those, I'm going to start assembling them into into 10 song albums rather than my normal 40 song or my 20 song albums. I'm going to put them into little easily digestible 10 song albums. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them up to release one every few months. So one will come out, I'll give people a few months to digest it, then another one will come out. They'll all be connected. They'll all have artwork that looks similar. They'll have titles that all connect them to each other. So they'll be my 2023 or my 2023, 2024 releases, but they're all going to be, to anybody that's paying attention, it'll definitely be, they'll all be connected, you know? So, when was your last day off from everything? Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it was when I was in Mexico, Tim. When Isabella and I met in Mexico. Sue, no, dude, no. Shirley, how you doing? No, Sue, no. Come here, bub. Hey, Brooke. Finally. Yes, we were waiting for you, Beady. Let's we can get up and running. So hey. So yeah, so anyway, so that's the thing. So there is going to be a lot of stuff that is going to be happening for me, and I will also walk you guys. I will walk you guys through the whole process, but again, what Orchestram was saying is exactly right. So I'm gonna try to find a publicist that understands that they're not going to be publicizing just one album, but instead it's going to be a series of albums, and that the kind of songwriter that I am and the way I approach music is very different than your typical musician, and that is part of the story. That's part of the narrative, and it should be sold that way, you know. And I'm going to try to find a marketing team that does the exact same thing, you know. And I'm willing to cut deals, and I'm willing to strike. So there's a lot of things that I'm willing to do to make all this happen. But it's going to be really difficult trying to sell people on something they don't normally do, because the thing is that it's going to be asking a lot of people to just change their normal setup, you know. The business side of music, it's gnarly. I did a few tag team singles with a friend of mine, and because I'm in Canada and he's in the US, our distributor labels are splitting hairs about how much of our songs are Canadian or American in order to split payments, and him and I are texting each other and and that's... Yeah, and the thing is and even if they sell, I mean, the thing is, if they're singles, if they're little singles, the thing is that even if you sold 40,000 units, the money is not so great that there should be that degree of divisiveness, except for the fact that people just still they just get so, very intensely. Oh, look, Vor. Hey, thanks, Narim. Anyway. Hey man, Cheetah, how you doing, man? Beady. Here we go. So, all right, so let me get back to some music. But anyway, so yeah, so you guys are gonna get a really, I mean, for those of you that want it, we're gonna do, you know, and you should. I mean, the thing is, it should be 50-50. If that's what you guys want, it should be 50-50. You know, and the fact that they are equivocating. When you the creators of the music, have already said it's 50-50, the thing is that suggests to me that there's something seriously wrong, you know? So, okay, so yeah. So what I'm doing today, I'm showing you guys. These are all the songs I play to actually warm up my fingers. Normally I play these before the stream, but I just didn't get a chance. I was Isabella and I were setting up bank accounts for her. She moved a bunch of money from Italy to the United States, And so we got our credit card and we got our banking account, we got our checking account, we got our savings account, and so and it took more time than we originally thought. So I'm now I was on my back foot time wise, and I was like, oh, I'll just show you guys this is what I do to practice. So now I'm back into I just played a couple finger picking songs. I played one finger picking song. This is the next one. So I'm going through songs that are a little bit more difficult for me. That each of them use a different finger picking pattern. I have like 7 or 8 that I currently use, and so this is a song called "Self-Inflicted Wound." I've been drinking way too much. I've been sleeping not at all. I've been finding that the things I want to do are just too tough. I can't scale these prison walls. I don't know where I've been hurt. I can't seem to find the wounds. But I know that every passing day I grow a little weaker. Oh yes, I know it's true. And I wanted to believe that maybe I could find a way to pull myself out of the self-inflicted wound that is my mind. I've hurt the ones I love. Oh, I do it all the time. I used to think that I was gonna be a good man, but I'm just a man you'll find. And I'm barely holding on. I'm hanging by my nails. And it feels like everything I put my heart into is only doomed to fail. And I wanted to believe that maybe I could find a way to pull myself out of the self-inflicted wound that is my mind. And I wanted to believe that maybe I could try to heal the self-inflicted wound that's become my mind. But whatever. Hey, it's okay. I'm a fucking train wreck. I think I'm gonna stay wrecked. But hey, hey, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna press on. I'm gonna keep on anyway. I've been stumbling now for years. I've been barely holding on. I've been working so damn hard, but I'm afraid that everything I've ever made is just poison. And I wanted to believe that maybe I could try to heal the self-inflicted wound that's become my mind. And I wanted to believe that maybe I could find a way to pull myself out of the self-inflicted wound that is my mind. What are you doing, Sue? What are you doing? Oh, Sue. Sweetheart, did you give Sue my school?
No.
You did, didn't you? All right, it's yours, bud. Hey, thank you, Lenina, and yeah, thank you, Slacker King. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, man. It's crazy. I realize that my music doesn't work for everybody. Like the thing is that not a lot of people. Like I think the vast majority of people want to hear either aspirational songs, like I'm gonna be a millionaire someday. Let's all be millionaires. Let's enjoy the millions of dollars that we're gonna make. Yeah, $1 million. And then there's the whole like like kind of snarky like and then there's the relatable like I drink Budweiser and I spill barbecue sauce on my face and and then that's totally that's me, it's totally relatable. Or the other songs are like they're either straight ahead love songs like I love you forever and I love you always forever ever I'll be true, or they're like the snarky like oh no you didn't, like you thought you were gonna love me but you're not going to now because I don't love you anymore, like. and that's about it. Like that's the emotional spectrum of when I write songs about mental health issues, and I write songs about being in love and not feeling confident in that love, and wanting to being alone and not wanting to be alone, but not knowing how to change it, you know. And so, no, man, I love your songs that are along the lines of life's rough, and so thank you, man, and that's because of course because for me. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years, and it's still a struggle. I mean, yes, I'm in a much better place right now than I was. You are a mental health issue, yes, and that is. I actually have a song called Blue Front that I'm currently working on, and it's just about the fact that he is a mental health issue. What are you doing, Sue? Hold on, bud. Sweetheart, stop. Lay down, bud, or go. Don't. Isabella's trying to interject Sue into the stream by poking him with a broom and trying to force him back into me. And after she fed him my skull. There's a market for everything. And that's exactly right. And so what Orchestrant said, there's a market for everything. You just need to find it, and that can be difficult, complicated, but unfortunately, it is. So and I definitely, and it's funny. So when I first put out Ordinary World, now, Selling Out and Going Home, or not Selling Out and So You've Ruined Your Life, which is our very first record, like that album is celebrated and loved by a lot of our old fans in Los Angeles. And it came out at a point in time when our scene was fucking thriving. So there are a few thousand people that fucking love that album. And when we play LA, all they really want to hear is just the first record, which is really tough for me because I'm like, dude, hey guys, I've written literally hundreds and hundreds of songs since these first 14, but that's okay. The thing is like, because for them it's a nostalgia show. They just want to go back and remember the good old days with the whole crowd and everybody singing. And so I like to give that to them. I mean, I do try to hear some of the new songs, but like it is really like very, very hard to like watch a bunch of people that I've known for 20 years be like, yeah, I love this song, this is great, and then I'll be like, hey, here's a new one, and I'll play a song that I know resonates with literally 90% of anybody I play it for, and they're like, yeah, this is not the songs I want to hear. And I'm like, just open your goddamn ears, but it's okay. It's just the way things work, But for me, what I'm trying to do is but I've seen that once Ordinary World came out, that album, it was just pathos. It was just me exercising my demons. I didn't think that record was ever going to come out. I was just writing songs to help myself deal with the fact that I was a failed musician, and I was very quickly careening towards death by suicide by drugs, and that was just what I, and then when I cleaned up at the behest of my friends, and when I cleaned up. And then, all of a sudden good things start happening. Hey, bleep, bloop, bloop. Hey, man, beady, beady, beady. Good to see you, Retro Roadshow. How you doing, man? So, anyway, but it was, so that album was, I mean, there were very forthright songs on So You've Ruined Your Life. Like, I think Go to the Mattress is one. I think they Break Your Heart is one. Like they're all songs that have had like the nascent Mike TV, revealing a little bit too much perspective, but Ordinary World was like, I just like took off all my clothes and I was like, hey, this is my body, it was very much me exposed, and it resonated, so hey, that's awesome, man. Yeah, man, I like it when I was in a synthwave band. I go to go play a show, and people were like, "Play that one song from that video game we like," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, 2013 was fun," but it was that's and I don't mind like playing that song, but just don't go that was. But it's really funny because it doesn't happen to just us, man. I saw Fountains of Wayne at Summerfest in Milwaukee. Maybe in 2013, 2014. And it was an amazing show. And they were literally playing hit after fucking hit. It was literally like, they were like, these are our favorite songs, which also happen to be like everybody else's favorite songs. Like, it was just a set list of just amazing, awesome. And there was maybe 200 people in the crowd, right? So everybody's cheering and like goodness, it was a spectacularly wonderful show. So then they start to play Stacy's Mom, and literally, all of a sudden, now they were on a side stage, but it had a capacity for maybe 2,000 or 3,000 people. The entire place fills up. There's like 3,000 people in 1 second, and they're all just singing along. And yes, and Stacy's mom, she's got it going on, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, this is the greatest thing." And then the moment the fucking song is done, they all left. Like they literally, like they were like they didn't stick around for nothing. I was like, I'm like, motherfuckers. Like the thing is it this music? The music they've been playing is like it's just all the fucking hits. It's actually, that's so funny. I know those guys, Eve Six. We actually played with them. We were friendly with them in Los Angeles for years and years and years. That's awesome, man. I was amazed how good their stuff was, and people didn't give a fuck until they played Inside Out. Yeah, right. Yeah. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, dude. It's so heartbreaking. It's fucking so heartbreaking. Unfortunately, when you make a record, you may own the IP, but the audience owns the song. Yes, of course, and that's and that's exactly right. Manchita is like it's you can't. Part of me wanted for a long time to resent the success of Wait and I Hate Everyone and the songs that like Grey's Anatomy adopted, because the Grey's Anatomy imprint overshadowed all my music. But the thing is, and so I realized years later that I was looking at it the completely the wrong way. Like Grey's Anatomy's interest in my music allowed me to survive long enough to get to the point where I'm at now. And so all I need to do is. For really, truthfully, all I need to do is just keep putting out albums, because the thing is like it has nothing like why I make music has nothing to do with the world at large. Would I get really excited if people suddenly got really into my music and saw value in it and were like, oh my God, Mike's saying things that no one else is saying and it's awesome? Yes, I would love that. But do I want it so much that I need to change anything, like the way I'm approaching music? No, because the thing is because for me, my life is awesome. I love the way I make music. I love the people I hang out with. I love the people I play for. I love you guys. I love like everything about my life is going gangbusters. I don't want to fuck the alchemical mix that is alike. So if somehow along the way, me doing what I do, I stumble upon something that actually works and allows me to expand my footprint, awesome. But other than that, then I'll stay this guy till the end of my days, and that's totally fine. That's how I keep looking. I look at covers. They keep me eating and bettering my craft while I figure the other stuff out. At least, right. And that is like that's a funny thing. Like that's why I don't disparage the way. Like I have friends that like literally make their living just off of writing like little like they're still musicians. They still put out records and stuff, but they make their living off of like writing interstitial music for like cable shows, and they generate like in a given year they'll generate like 100 of these little 15-second blurbs of these like little, and then these people they'll use 2 seconds of it, and then that's it, and that's how they survive, And the thing is that like, and I would never disparage it. I think that's fucking great, man. You're making music and you're like, and the thing is that like, yeah, jiggles, right? and it's So it's if you can figure out a way to carve a living for yourself out of making music, you're already fucking a miracle worker, So, So okay, so let me see. So let's move on to the next song. So this is like it's gonna take me a 1,000 years to get through the 15 song set I put together because yeah. So this is another brand new song. This uses a finger picking pattern that I invented. I'm certain that there's 1,000 other people that use it, but I invented this. There is one finger picking pattern I used that I sought out. I was like, this one. So I did seek that one out and learn that one. But otherwise, like my doppelgangers to me. Like I just make them up. Like I sit there and kind of noodle around and go, oh, this sounds kind of cool, But so this is another one. I kind of made this up, and I was like, well, if I have to write a song so I can keep playing it. Otherwise, I will not keep it practice. But this is the only song I've written that uses it. What do you when you don't know what it is you want to do? What do you say when you don't know what it is you want to say? Hey, let's take a break. Let's just sit here and simply wait. Hey, let's take a break. Your hand in mine. We have all the time in the world, the world, the world, the world, the world. What do you want when you don't know what it is you really want? How do you work when you don't know what it is that really works? Hey, let's take a break. Let's just sit here and simply wait. Hey, let's take a break. Your hand in mine. We have all the time in the world, the world, the world, the world, the world. Oh, my love, let me love you. Oh, my love, let me love you. We have all the time in the world. Who do you love when you don't know how it is you're gonna love? How to create when you don't know what it is you must create? Hey, let's take a break. Your hand in mine. We have all the time in the world. Hey, let's take a break. Let's just sit here and simply wait. The world, the world, the world, the world. There we go. You should talk to Orchestrion. They worked for Rough Trade, Sony, V2, and a few others. She knows all about that stuff. So for doing what? I've done most of the get paper, make records, sound designs for games, radio product placement, jingles, you name it. It's a lot of work and not very for not very. Yes, that's. I mean, for me, from what I know from my friends that do that, you know, the thing is that because they've got a pipeline, you know, because they spent years, like because they actually segued into it from other things that they were doing. Like a buddy of mine was a mixing guy. And he was making a lot of money through mixing, and then slowly, but and then he had a friend that was like, hey, we're looking for what are they called? But like bumpers, but there's a term for it. I'm forgetting the term for it. But like they were looking for these kinds of like little like bumper music, and he's like, oh, I've got a bunch of stuff. And so I've been a fan for years. My son turned me onto the band, and I've been addicted ever since. Much love from Minnesota. Hey, thank you, Christina. Thank you. That's awesome. That's great. And it's great. And thank you. Where are you watching? It's either on Facebook YouTube, but I'm still I still don't yet have all of my chats integrated, so I'm not 100% certain where you're coming from. But thank you, that's awesome, Christina, and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. But yeah, so my buddy, so he had a pipeline, so he was so that's how he's been able to make a living at it. But even so, he, he's talked to other people that were like that tried to segue into it. Of course he doesn't want to give up like his contacts because they're his contacts, and they like and so it's just so it's been a lot of work for a lot of people, and not a great return. So. I mean that's the thing, right? So from my perspective, you do something and you do it. If you do it and you do it well and it works for you, like the thing is that like what you do is you first master that whole process. This is how I generate this kind of revenue, and then you look for other places you can pivot. And so the idea is you're trying to get as many different possible revenue streams and different ways to exploit your music as possible. And it's funny because for me, the songbooks have been one of the ways that I've been able to do that, and it's crazy because it's totally it's completely a different medium, but it's connected to the music, and so it works. But so crazy. Yeah, man. The weather has been freakishly weird, but I'm figuring that in another like 5 or 6 years, when we have when there's doom season and hellfire season, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, we just didn't realize the whole planet was in. You worked in the industry side for about 14 years. Then I got ill, but I still have names of contact. So. And what did you do, Orchestra? What was it that you were? Yeah, it's so funny because there's so many moving parts to music and how people leverage it and exploit it. And see that? Then yes, I do want to talk to you, man. I really would love to pick your brain because I'm the only time I actually had a concerted marketing group working with me was when we were on our original label, TSR Records, and they always, I think that we were not a great fit. I think that we were a great fit from the perspective that the owners really liked the band and they wanted to support us and see us do well. But I think that they're people who were more like commercial radio, and they were more like people that came up in the 70s and 80s and had relationships with all like the high muckety mucks at commercial radio and elsewhere in the world, but were really kind of struggling with how to deal with an indie band, like an indie band with very like left of field lyrics, often with expletives, songs that from a certain perspective could be looked at as misogynist or anti-religious or like it was just, I mean, which is not me at all. But the thing is that like I just think that we were too much of a handful. But so they like the things that the perspectives that they came up with, the things that they were talking about were so staid. And I'm like, guys, like there's like why are we there's so many different things we could do. So I would love to just pick your brain at some point in time, but. Okay, this is a song called "It Gets Hard." There's the very first chord transition is one that really kind of freaks me out. I think this is in. Wait. I think this is an E minor 6 chord, but I'm not 100% certain. So it's really funny, Slacker King. So every song, I thought that Ordinary Will was going to be my last record. I understand, which is why when I worked for Sony, we took the left of center stuff that the mainstream didn't know what to do. Oh, see, that's great. See, that's awesome. Yeah, so that's yeah. I mean, because it's so crazy, you know. I mean, that's the heartbreaking thing for me because man, like I know if I found the right people that were able to sell because I'm willing to fucking work my ass off, right? So the thing is like, so give me something that you need music for, and I'll write you 20 songs. To find that one perfect song, I'll write you 20 songs, and I won't even blink twice. Like I'll just fucking put in the work, you know? And so I know that has a value. And because I write catchy stuff and literally I've vetted everything I've ever done in front of a live audience, I've got a good ear for like coming up with catchy melodies and interesting lyrics. And so the things like, so I know I'm not looking, I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want to be a rock star, but I would like to like not have to worry about like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to be able to pay my bills next year. You know, it used to be, I wonder if I'll be able to pay my bills next month. Now I'm okay from month to month, I believe. I'm still not 100% out of the woods, but I feel like I'm kind of okay month to month right now. But again, like I never know. All right, maybe in 6 months' time, I might like, you know, the little money I have socked away might just get all gobbled up if things go awry, you know. And so I'd like to just get away from that, you know. I'd like to feel like, oh yeah, I can survive. I could easily ride out a few years and not have to lose my mind every single time my bank statements get low, you know. When I managed the music store back in the early aughts, the Sony reps were always the best. Oh, that's great. See, that's really, and that's so funny because our record label, the Tom and Suzanne. Tom Hayden, and I forget. I think her name is now Suzanne Hayden, but I don't remember her. But they were actually worked at Sony in the 70s, and Tom was like a hotshot A&R guy, and like literally he would tell stories about like he would just show up with a single, like he would because it was Los Angeles, so they would just leave the you know, wherever their offices were with a single, and they'd show up with like cocaine and be like, hey man, here's some cocaine, do this, and then just give this a spin. And they would put these songs, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. And he'd take the DJ would take the song and just fucking put it on the air right there. They'd hear it live, and like, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I left Sony and set up an alternative department at V2 in London. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck, that's awesome. Well, that's big time stuff. So, and what are you doing now? You were saying that it was it health issues that kind of pulled you out of it? Oh, okay, yeah, sure, Arsonist Hawk, and good to see you, man. I mean, I know I saw you earlier, but it's just. Yeah, that's gotta be that's gonna be heartbreak, man. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's yeah, man, I'm so sorry, Orchestra. That's got to be tough. You know, I mean, of course, you know, like, but I'm just saying that I think about that. I think the reason why I think because I'm playing this game in easy mode, you know, like because the thing is, I just can't imagine anyway. I have friends that deal with chronic illness, and it boggles my mind like how they just, you know, they just, all right, this is the new normal, you know, and it's awesome. So I mean it's awesome looking at their capacity to like endure and then press on and do amazing things despite the issues. So, you know. Yeah, and Isabella does have chronic hunger. She does. Yeah, I can attest to. All right, let me change this lighting real quick. But all right, so let's see. So yeah, so you know, so here we go. All right, so this is a song called "It Gets Hard." So it was Isabella. It was Isabella. I wrote this song for her. She was really struggling with. She was having a hard time. With just stuff in her life, and I'd ask her to tell me about it. I'm like, what's going on? And she would be like, she would be so overwhelmed that she couldn't say anything, you know, and I wanted to write a song for her to let her know that that's okay. Like you just take your time and come back to me when you're ready, you know, and I'll be here, you know. And so I started writing the song for her, and then I realized that what I was saying was this kind of the stuff that I always wanted other people to say to me. And so it became a song. It became a this is what I want to say to you, but also like this is what I wish people would say to me song. So it's called It Gets Hard, and it goes and yes, and that's what she said, a joke, but it goes take your time, get your head on straight. Don't you worry, I can wait, I will wait for you. Take a breath, relax your mind. Take my hand and just unwind. I will stay by you. 'Cause life, it gets hard and it don't wanna bend. And the ache in your heart mirrors the pain in your head. And all that you are seems to matter not at all. And you feel so small. Catch your breath, you can lean on me. Hold my hand and count to 3. I will wait for you. Slow B, how you doing? Hold me tight, I will be right here. You can count on me, you need never fear. I will stay with you. 'Cause life, it gets hard and you don't wanna bend. And the ache in your heart mirrors the pain in your head. And all that you are seems to matter not at all. And you feel so small. Take the time you need to get back on your feet. I will wait for you. And should you need a hand, I shall do the best I can to be the man that's always coming through. There we go. Don't you fret, don't you consternate. Take the time you need. I will wait for you. Should you fall, should you stumble, love, reach out a hand. I will pull you up, I will be for you. 'Cause life, it gets hard and it don't wanna bend. And the ache in your heart mirrors the pain in your head. And all that you are seems to matter not at all. And you feel so small. Life, it gets hard, but we will endure. Please have no doubt of this, please be sure. The cure for our woe is closer than we know. So please just don't let go. Hey, Slow-Mo B, how you doing? How's your stream? Heck yeah. Thank you. We got the B in the house. Thank you, Aldo. Thank you, man. And thank you, Ian. Thank you very much. All right, so see, good, man. Thank you. That's. I mean, I hate to like, but because it for me, man. I just lyrically that song is very much like what my heart so desperately wants from people is just like because there are times so often I feel myself overwhelmed. I saw Isabella overwhelmed and I was like, hey, sweetheart, like don't because you know, for me, a big part. In fact, I've got songs about it. I've got for me, a big part of me feels unlovable. You know, like I feel like I don't. I feel like people like to visit me and be friendly with me, but don't like to like hang on and just be with me for the ride. You know, that is me and my emotional self. So I often feel like, you know, so I'm often like when I'm hanging out, when I'm talking with people, I'm always kind of I'm on hyper vigilant alert for when it looks like they're getting bored with the conversation. Because that's the moment I exit, you know, I'm like, oh, you didn't like, and which is the worst way to be, because, you know, of course, like our brains, that we have a million different tracks happening simultaneously and yada, yada, yada. So I shouldn't react like that, but I do. So if I see them like getting distracted by their phone or something, or they get lost in thought, like my first assumption is that they just don't want to be near me at all, and I should just flee, right? Yeah. So that, right, Vanya. So I wrote this. So that song was hopefully, I wanted to write a song that would be an antidote to that feeling, you know. And so, and you know, and maybe that is, you know, maybe, you know, there's two people right here. They're like, maybe that's a normal thing to feel, or at least normal for a certain swath of. But I don't ever hear people talking about it, you know, like, or I don't ever hear, like, I just don't hear a discussion of it in a way where I go, people understand it and it makes sense, and I can speak about it plainly, you know, without first introducing it as a song, you know. Like if I introduce it as a song, like, this is why I wrote this song, then I can talk about all of my personal mental chaos, and people go, oh, that makes sense, you know. But, well, heck, I tend to look anywhere else than the person who's talking and says, no, yeah, right, and that's, yeah, and so and I totally get that, you know. Like, the thing is that, like, we will go to Trader's Joe. We will go to Trader Joe's. She's like, and she's now actively doing Trader's Joe just to sound like a crazy European. We will get to Trader Jesus Christ, Trader Joe's, sweetheart. We will get there. All right. So this is a song called "Burning in the Rain." Rain falls, oh, another gloomy day. Some get out, but most of us remain in the cold, in the same. Okay, hold on, go. So I've been doing a lot of different permutations of this finger picking pattern, and now this is why I rehearse all these songs. This is why I rehearse this selection of songs, is because there will be the same finger picking pattern, but it'll have a different, it'll cadence differently, and it'll have a different accents. It's the exact same pattern. That's, you know, which is very different from this. Is a much straighter. Here we go. It's actually rain falls, oh, another gloomy day. Some get out, but most of us remain in the cold, in the same rainy day. There's no song that we want to hear. Oh, rain falls, deafening our ears. The wind is sheer. We remain in a rainy day. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down, and oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Rain, it pulls and gathers at our feet. The chill, it burns and we're left shivering. The clouds crowd in, drop freezing rain, another rainy day. Soft it falls like kisses on lips, cold as ice and splashes as it hits. It numbs our eyes, it numbs our face. There's rain today. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. I don't know if you guys can see, Isabella is showing up with the broom behind me, poking. Hey, B. Coford, how you doing, man? So okay, so I did want to say, and thank you, Lenina, and thank you, Ian. So I did want to say, my intention is to reach out. So I was saying, because it's 40 months, it's fucking crazy, and it's tier 3. Thank you, brother. That's so awesome, man. Like, so one of the things I'm doing right now, so I have this whole idea on how I want to revivify. Not just what I'm doing here on Twitch, but to also like gather some amazing songwriters that I know that also either streamed on Twitch or still currently stream on Twitch, but they're starting to wane, because Twitch is now this massive behemoth, right? And there's now hundreds of people doing the streaming thing, and it's like, and I've never been a person to engage in popularity contests. Instead I have a tendency to just hunker down with my people and my friends and be like, okay, it's that's them and this is us, kind of thing. And I think that I'm going to do the same thing. So so B. Coford just reminded me because he showed up, and B. Coford is he's a friend, and we have hung out in Chicago when I played, when I've toured. I do have a handful of people that I knew online before I met them in person at shows, or met them in person at Nerdtacular or at TwitchCon or wherever I met them. Sweetheart, could you grab me my water, please? It's downstairs. It's on the counter. Thank you. So, thank you, my love. So, what are you doing? What did she grab? Or Trey's house. Yes, Trey's house. So there's been all of these moments of gatherings where I've had a chance to like take the Twitch handle and turn it into an actual face, and we hang out, and the thing is I do. Nerdtacular was awesome, and so my hope is that there's more of that kind of stuff in the future. But I realized that I could be the catalyst for a lot of that stuff. So one of the things I wanted to do is I've reached out to I'm reaching out right now. I'm in the process of reaching out to everybody in my Discord. I just want to first, if I've never reached out to them, and if I've never had an actual messaging conversation, I want to get that up and running, because I would like to, everybody that's still engaged with Discord and still engaged with Twitch, I'd like to just Sue wanted to, no, that's what you want to say. Okay, so are you done, Sue? Okay, that's it. He just wanted to contribute that, but I would like to just kind of let people know that this is what I'm trying to do. I'm hoping to do. I'm intending to do is to. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I want to get. I'd like to, because I'm going to continue to do this 5 days a week because it allows me to just kind of practice my stay on top of my huge catalog of music, and I'm getting I get better at playing and yada yada yada. But I don't necessarily feel that it's right to encourage everybody to show up 5 days a week because people have lives and there's other stuff going on. But I do think it would be fun to choose either one day a week or even just one day a month, but I want to get a handful of music streamers, people that I know have a whole bunch of originals and are really more focused on doing their own thing as opposed to just doing covers. And I want to get all of us together and galvanize this. And then I want to like be like, okay, it's a Friday night or it's a Wednesday night or Thursday night or it's a Saturday night or whatever days we choose. And then I would be like, I'd invite you guys to join me, but we would go and like hang out with Boone. But we would do this with some consistency so that we could all of us get familiar with each other's music, but create a sense of hey, I am Jarrett Dean. Hey man, thank you very much. Yeah, so that's all I do. All I do are originals, and I do have a whole bunch of friends that also, like my buddy Boone Graham of Magical Objects, who streams on Twitch. He doesn't do it that often though, but he has like literally hundreds of amazing songs. So I want to gather. I just want to find all of my friends on Twitch. That oh, do you? Oh, that's awesome. That's great, man. Awesome. Well then,
Discord.
What's that? Yeah. So here, hop on, because this whole idea is still here. Hop in my Discord if you can, because I'm gonna start sounding people out on this idea. Right now, because I don't have. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Ian. I don't have, my Discord's not huge. It's 300 plus people. But it is a very awesome little tight knit community, and there's lots of conversation. It's super cool. No sweetheart. But I'd like to take the people that have kind of have signed up to like be alerted to the things I do, and I'd like to be like, hey, are you guys interested in doing this? Because I think it'd be fun to like do maybe 3 days a month, or not 3 days a month, like maybe 3 days a week, and maybe like 15 shows a month. So there'd be like swing shows, but like just showcase a bunch of musicians and create like so because for me, like I think that because Twitch is now getting to be such a significantly, like there's so many streamers, so much crazy stuff going on. It's getting difficult to negotiate and stay on top of all those people and all that stuff. And I'm getting bit by a wild raccoon. So oh, an Aldadil, you jerk. So anyway, so I'm trying to figure out a way to. I'm conceptualizing anyway. A little Twitch community inside Twitch, right? It's so in one level it sounds kind of like a stream team, but it's not, because we would actually have application outside of Twitch. So what I would do is we would actually find a place. In fact, I have a place here in Austin. We could do. We've already talked to Trey. Trey has, my buddy Trey. He has a recording studio, which is a big house. It's a huge house, and it's the only recording studio that has. It's on a 25-acre plot of land with it's entirely fenced off. There are, and so we were talking about. Sweetheart, please don't. Come on. I'm espousing my ideas that I think are amazing and I'm getting. I can't if I can't get my woman. Sheesh. All right, so okay. Are you okay? Okay, sorry. But I was thinking, so we'd put together live shows, and we'd put together a couple of big events, and then I'd like to tour, and I'd like to maybe meet up with I'd like to, when I tour next, meet up and have one or two of us join me on the tour for various legs, so we can make it more of an actual community and silly, awesome, fun stuff that kind of extends that moves beyond just the internet. And if you just want to be engaged only via the internet, you're totally welcome to. But awesome, Jared Teen. Yeah, that's great, man. And what are you doing, sweetheart? What is that? Is that what remains of my skull? No, please, sweetheart. Please, my love.
Take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
All right, so I've got after the next few songs, which are fingerpick songs, I'm gonna move to like arpeggiated stuff, and then so Soccer King. So traditionally, Get Set Go is not done really amazingly in Tucson. I mean, like I think that we've like drawn like 10 or 15 people, and telling people that like that we've got a draw of 10 or 15 people in a town doesn't really do great for us. But the thing is like, but I would be up for like, if we wanted to do like a house show or something like that, or do something. Yeah. Boston. I do play Boston, and we usually do pretty well in Boston. Boston's awesome. I mean, it's still like 20 or 30 people. It's not huge. It's a huge draw. Like the days of Get Set Go having huge draw is now like I played New York. The last time I played New York, I think like 6 people showed up. But then the time before that, I sold out the small room in the Knitting Factory. So what do I do with that? Like, how do I now, again, the New York show, I didn't actively promote correctly. I was only using Songkick and bands in town to promote the shows because I wanted to see what kind of impact they had. Turns out, at least in the New York area, that it doesn't have a lot of impact at all. But I needed to do that just to suss it out. So the next time I go to New York, I'm gonna actively promote it in the ways, like I'm gonna use this. Like I didn't even do a lot of social media stuff until I was in New York. So I didn't let people know about the show well in advance the way I normally would, because I wanted to see what Songkick and bands in town would do for me. So that was probably a stupid idea, because the thing is that like, because to go from selling out, like it was the middle room. It wasn't the small room. It wasn't the downstairs room in the Knitting Factory back when they were in the other location, not the one. I think the location is now in like Queens or something, but wherever it is now, it used to be down at the bottom of the Manhattan, and that place there were 3 rooms. There was a small room, there was a mid-sized room, and there was the big room. And so we played we sold out the mid-sized room, which is like 80 people. So it wasn't terrible, but and yeah, so we do Chicago. In fact, the place that we played in Chicago, B. Kofer, do you remember the name of the place in Chicago? I keep forgetting it. But the owner of that of the place in Chicago that we played, she loved us. She loved the crowd. We all had a great time. It was just us. It was a perfect show. It was just us. My buddy S.A. Bach opened the show, and then we actually, S.A. Bach had a friend. He opened the show. Then S.A. Bach played. But it was all just us, and Sylvie's Lounge. That's it. Sylvie's Lounge. Yeah. So if Sylvie's Lounge is still around, I'd love to go back there, just because we had a great time and we had free run of the place and it was just awesome. So, but if not, we'll definitely find something. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a huge crowd. Chicago, it was like what? It was like maybe 20 people, maybe 25, but it was all our people. And we just hung out all night. Like we got drunk and we had an awesome time. And we also got to play like a multiple hour show, which would never have happened if we were playing like a traditional show with like a bunch of bands. I know you don't know me, but I know your face. I see you quite often when I come to this place. I know you're quite busy, there's so much to do, but I wanted to say I see you. Your smile is a sad smile, like a secret you know. You're just holding on till the time you must go. You're the frost in the morning that's gone by the noon. I guess that's the best you can do. You're the song that no one sings. You're the wound that never bleeds. You're the scent that lingers on in a room where none belong. You're the cold, You're the chill, then you're gone. Yeah, Dallas was awesome. You move through the people like they are in there. The walls of your prison you take everywhere. Sometimes there's laughter, but there's just no joy. The cold is a cold that destroys. You're the song that no one sings. You're the wound that never bleeds. You're the scent that lingers on in a room where none belong. You're the cold, you're the chill, then you're gone. We have to talk about the Dallas show in just a bit. Oh, how do I know these things I know about you? Oh, the reason I know is that you do just as I do. I'm the song that no one sings. I'm the wound that never bleeds. I'm the scent that lingers on in a room where none belong. I'm the cold, I'm the chill, then I'm gone. So yeah, and Malort, man. Have you guys ever tried Malort? I had never even heard of it until I showed up in Chicago. But apparently it's a liquor that no, what is it? The Czechs who brews it? B. Koford, but it's like a traditional. I don't think it's Czech, but I think is it Polish? It's like it's something. It's a traditional something liquor. We have to wait for it to be covered, but I'd never even heard of Malort, and man, yeah, it packed a punch. Swedish, it's Swedish, okay, yeah, and it was not super savory, like it wasn't a flavor that I was necessarily attracted to, but man, it did. I think I ended up doing 2 shots of it over the course of the night, and or maybe 3. And it rocked my world. Like I definitely woke up the next day with a pretty significant hangover. But and thank you, Aldo. Thank you, man. But yeah, Dallas was awesome. So we were at the Dallas show again. So it was a really interesting tour for me because I hadn't toured in like 3 or 4 years. And it was the first time I had done a full national tour in like maybe 5 years. So and it was crazy to see like how significantly. Now again. Well, whatever, yeah. I was only promoting it via Songkick and Bands in Town. So in Los Angeles, word got out because my friends were like, Mike's going to be in town. And so that was a packed show. That was jam-packed, wall-to-wall people. But every other show, there were maybe between like 15 and there 15 and 30 people. Was it, you know, like, and then there were a few places where there were like 6 people, you know. I think like Seattle was a fun show. Seattle was like 15 or 20 people, but I actually rented out a space. It was like a small, like it was a theater that also worked as a rock venue. And so that was, it was fun. But hey, Fallen Hope, how you doing, man? Good to see you, amigo. It's so crazy, like seeing you within the context of Twitch. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, it's Fallen Hope, but looking at you within the context of Discord. So what I was saying is one of the things I'm doing. So I'm going through my entire Discord thing, and I'm just trying to, again, I do much better when I'm playing and interacting with friends as opposed to playing and interacting with people I don't know, or playing and interacting with like fans, quote unquote, you know, like quote and unquote. So for me, I I feel more comfortable. It feels more affable. I just feel like, so one of the things, so what I realized is that in acknowledging that, I was like, okay, well, what I need to do, which I am going to be doing, on Saturday, I'm going to a place here in a place called Cosmic here in Austin. My buddy, Andrew Heaton, who just released a new book called Inappropriately Human, new book. Hilarious, very, 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 very funny. He has a book signing. He has a book signing on Saturday at Cosmic. It's Isabella's birthday, so we're gonna both go down there. We're gonna hang out, have some cocktails, run around. She's gonna eat some. We're gonna eat some tiramisu, and I'm gonna talk to the manager of Cosmic about maybe I'm gonna talk to him about maybe doing a month-long residency, and just take whatever their worst time period is, whether it's in the morning or at night, or just take their slowest time period and then promote and then ask for like a month to promote it, and then just see if I can't drum up like 30 or 40, 50 people here in Austin and make something out of it. Because there are here in Austin, I've got about 1,500 people that follow me on both Bands in Town and Songkick. And I think that if I could just put out that, hey, you can find me here every single week. If I can just kind of plant a flag in the sand, I think people will find me. And the thing is, and usually what happens when somebody hasn't seen Get Set Go in a long time and they show up and I'm playing songs, and particularly if I can play by myself, I don't have to play a 40-minute set. I can play for a few hours. They will start requesting songs. They'll hear a song and be like, oh, I love this song. And they'll be like, oh, can you play this song? And I'm like, yes, of course I can play, because I can play all my songs. And so they play it, and they're like, oh my God, that's so amazing. So, and then they go, I totally forgot how much I loved your band. And so if I can just have a place in Austin where people can find me, where I can just be there every single week, I think I could build something up over time. But that is something I'm going to be doing. But I realized, I'm like, I don't have to wait to do that physically here in Austin. I can just do that on Twitch. So the first thing I'm going to do, the low hanging fruit, is I'm going to reach out to all the people that have already kind of like signed up to so all the people that are in my Discord, they're like, I want to know more about what Mike's doing. I want to reach out to them personally and be like, hey, I don't want this to be a fans thing. I want this to be friends. Like all those people, the Discord has been my inner circle of people that are into my music for the past few years. I might as well turn it into a forum and a place where we can all just hang out and be like, I might as well turn it into the living room that I've always said this show is, So that's my objective. So I'm going to be reaching out to all you guys and just saying hello and just checking in and catching up. And like, if I haven't talked to you in a while, I just want to, we'll just get the news, and figure out what's going on. So that way I feel like I've got a better handle on what's going on with your life and all the awesome things that are going on. So, because for me, then it feels like I'm hanging out and playing with friends, and that for me is the best and most optimal way for me to do the thing that I do. I require more friends unless you have been snatched. Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's exactly right. And the Fallen Hope is actually working on a project that's sounds awesome. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So and he has promised me that he will kind of keep me updated. So as soon as it's possible to talk about it, I'll let you know, or he'll let you know. But yeah, so the thing is, of course, the people that are affiliated with, of course, the people that I know or know me through all of this do cool things, and I know that. Like, why am I not fully up to speed with all the cool shit people are doing? So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Oh no. So yeah. That's awesome, Blue. Right on, man. That's great, dude. And it's funny. I was thinking about that Dallas show. So we're in Dallas, and there's maybe 20 people there. Like it's not a ton of people, and it's a huge venue. It's just a huge space. And the guy opened it up for us because we booked it like my original venue canceled like the day before, and so I just got a new venue or something like that. It was something weird, but it ended up being this gigantic space. You know, it was like a big dance hall kind of place. You know, so I can confirm my TV has already reached out to me, and it was an absolute. Hey, that's awesome, man. Yeah, and I thank you, man. That's awesome, dude. So I'm trying to get through everybody, so it's going to take me a while. But if you're on the list, you will hear from me. But so we show up and we're just hanging out, you know, and I recognize like literally like 90% of people there, but there is a husband and wife. And what is obvious, like there's a middle-aged husband and wife, and obviously like a 20-something daughter, and they're all there. And I was like, oh hey, hi, you guys, you know, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, we saw this show listed in something. Oh no, they actually the venue sends out an email, and they're like, we got the email, and we were like, oh, let's go check this out. So I'm like, oh, that's so great, you know, like, and so I'm talking to them, and I'm like, you know, what do you guys do? And they're like, oh, you know, we did this and that, and we oh, we live down the street, and we do this church thing, and everything that they were saying was just I was like oh you're churchgoers, and you're, you know, and you have yet like you're talking about, like, I don't know, but like everything that they were saying was just suggesting to me that maybe I might be in hot water the moment I open my mouth singing any one of my songs. So but it was so great. So I could definitely tell. I could tell that the mom and the daughter were into it. Like they were digging, like, and of course, and I was telling the stories, and I was like, hey, and I was like, oh yeah, this song was used on Grey's Anatomy. And they're like, oh, that's so cool, you know, like, so I could tell that they were like, oh, this is, you know, but then the dad, because I had more and more objectionable lyric songs, because those are my hits for the most part. So I'm playing these songs, but the dad's still sticking in it. He's still there, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. What I really should have done is I really should have done like the comedy thing and be like, hey, like, what's your name? You know, and I should have engaged with him from the audience and like got him like into it. And then I could have introduced Paleophile, and it would have been a joke, but I didn't think that. I didn't think of that in the moment. So what I ended up doing is I just didn't say anything. I didn't engage him, and I didn't allow him to let off the pressure of the fact that he's sitting me here listening to me just say all these like over the top sexy things and angry things and vitriolic things and poisonous things and the things I normally do with my music. And so we moved to Paleophile, and I played Paleophile, and like literally by like the second half of the first verse, he's like out the door, and I'm like, oh. And so I was like, so I will always remember that. I was like, oh, these people just showed up randomly, but the mom and the daughter stayed the whole show. So I was like, okay, well that makes sense. Oh wait, what do you mean, Blue? She wakes up in a forest of bottles and tall boys. She lurches to the toilet and sounds a frightening noise. She staggers to the bed and searches about so frantically for a reason to keep going, a reason to believe that she's okay, that she'll make it through the day. Oh really? Oh, that's awesome. She searches for a shirt that might look like it is clean. She dresses in a hurry 'cause she's late for everything. She doesn't have a smoke 'cause she ran out late last night, but she rolls one from recycled butts and sets the smoke alight. Is she okay? Will she make it through the day? Banshee, ooh, Banshee, Hear her wail, hear her shriek. Listen to the words that she can only scream. Hear her wail, hear her shriek. The emptiness that tortures her, the emptiness that bleeds. Ooh, banshee. We should talk about that in just a second, Blue. Ooh, banshee. She lies about her drinking, no, she lies about it all. The heart that beats inside her chest feels so very small. There's something black inside of her that's feeding on her heart. Oh, she knows she has to face it, but she's never gonna start. She okay? Will she make it through the day? So here she sits again in the middle of the night, surrounded by her emptiness, her cigarette alight. She takes a drag and breathes it in, emptiness and smoke. Dawn is fast approaching, where did the evening go? Is she okay? Will she make it through the day? Ooh, banshee. Ooh, banshee. Hear her wail, hear her shriek. Listen to the words that she can only scream. Hear her wail, hear her shriek. The emptiness that tortures her, the emptiness that bleeds. Ooh, banshee. Ooh, banshee. All right, awesome. So that's Banshee. All right, I think I'm gonna truncate the because I'm already pretty deep into the my practice. I'm gonna switch to the piano and play some. Hey, thank you, Blue. Thank you, man. But so you're saying what were you talking about? So your parents, why do they hang with lots of local bands and venues? What is do they are they out a lot, or do they do stuff that's music based? What's I didn't know this of your parents. That's awesome. And is that what because you and Lenina definitely seem to have a very musical life. Is that kind of what engendered in you your love of music? They have always hung out with local bands. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. See that I mean, it's funny, man. Yeah, I love that. You know, the thing is it like the more you listen to music, the more the better able you are to communicate music, to talk music and understand music, you know? And so it's always fun to talk with people that like that don't make music themselves, but have a good understanding of kind of like, oh, I really love like that really feel like, I mean, everybody feels the great moments when the band isn't perfectly in sync and there's this moment, this big change and it happens and the whole crowd elevates and goes, yay. But, CG 413, thank you. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You know, there is those concert junkies. Yeah, but my dad is just the most characteristic guy and gets to know everyone. And we have a family history in local music. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool, man. I wanted to be that dad. Yeah, that's great. That's super cool. All right, give me. I know we're gonna go to Trader Joe's. Trader's Joe. We're gonna go to Trader Joe's, sweetheart. Just give me a bit. I'm gonna switch to the piano and play some of the new piano songs I've written. I'm gonna play 2 brand new piano songs. I'm gonna play one old song that was written on the guitar, but now I now have a piano rendition of. So here we go. Let me pull up the lyrics. I'm gonna start with today. And here we go. All right, one second. All right, wait. Now give me. What is going on? Where is my... Hello? Check. Oh, this is not plugged in. That's what. I forgot to plug in the other headphones. 1 second. Okay. Where'd it go? Hello? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. There we are. So I'm sorry. I do have another camera, and I'm gonna get it installed. I think I'm gonna put it right here so that I can, when I'm playing the piano, you guys can see me a little bit better. I'll do a camera switch. But and I got the big dog here, and he just wants to say hi. Oh, good boy. So because this is not, I used to play a lot of piano 5 or 6 years ago, but when I moved to Austin, I really kind of like focused on my guitar playing and not my piano playing. So I'm not a rudimentary, I am a rudimentary piano player, in the sense that my accuracy is not that amazing. But I practice every day. I practice for a few hours, and so I'm going to get better over time, There we go. So that's what I mean. Accuracy. So I need you to hold on. Let me get him situated because he's moving around and knocking stuff. Let me get him a bone real quick. Hold on, bud. What do you want? You want this? Do you want this guy? All right, get it. Good boy. All right. He's going to continue tearing apart the giraffe. All right, here we go. So this is a song called Today. Oh, wait, no. Hold on, I need the lyrics. Hold on. Wait. Lyrics for today. Okay. Shoot. Here we go. No, hi, dude. Please. Hi, iPad. I'm right here. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me the wrong way. Okay, there's my... Okay, orientation should change. Great. So, Today I woke up thinking of eating all the strawberry jelly. How good it would feel with a belly full of jelly. I think today is gonna be a wonderful day. Today I saw a possum with her little possum babies. The possum was awesome, and the babies were playing like crazy. I think today is gonna be a glorious day. Every time I look around, I see something beautiful, like a smile from a random random stranger as the strangers passing through, or a couple holding hands as they wait for the city bus. A patch of colorful wildflowers gobbling up the sun. I think today is gonna be a magnificent day. Today I sliced a finger with an extra sharp potato peeler. The red blood matched the feelings I've been feeling. Shoot, I think today is gonna be a blood red day. Today I was doing pretty well for almost 6 full hours, but something changed inside my head as I climbed out of the shower. I think today is gonna be another day. Every time I look around I see something there. I really want to, I surely do, but it's just so hard to care. So I sit in a fog of gray, wasting my whole day. Never wanted anything ever in any way. I think today is gonna be something like that. So that one's still is still working out. Hold on, I was gonna bring it. Hold on, I forgot to bring this up so I could actually read the chat, which I didn't do. 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Hey, thank you. Hi, how do I get it up? There we go. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Wait, all right. Where's my chat? Hi, chat. And then chat doesn't, of course, it doesn't show me. Okay, so let me see what's set on. Bill Blocky Luttrell was a member of the musical Brownies, a band credited with inventing Western swing. My grandfather was a well-known local musician, although he wasn't ever really in our lives. My dad was raised by his grandparents. Oh, that's awesome. Meant to say piano gives it a very New York vibe, Broadway-ish. Oh yeah, I don't. So yes, of course. Of course, for me. Hold on. Oh, sorry, Sue. Sorry, bud. It's okay. Stay there. Get it. I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, I mean, because I haven't written songs on the piano very, very much. Over the past handful of years. Well, that's actually not so. But the last songs I wrote on piano in earnest was like 2016 or 2017. So I haven't really sat down with the piano in a long time. So what I did is I just started with easy chord, this song I'm about to play next is called Monster, and it's just in the key of C, which is all the white keys. It's actually That other one is actually in F sharp major, but which is great because it's all the black keys. I mean, it's got 6 sharp, so it's lots of black keys. So this is one that is C. This is in C major, so it's all the white keys. So I just kind of go for the easy when I first start playing an instrument. Because I like to have my own original songs I can practice and play. So what I end up just. I end up just writing really simple songs that are easy for me to play to just kind of get myself back into the swing of playing. And then what happens, I'm not certain if you guys noticed on that one, but so I was throwing in little accent notes, like those accents as I get more command of the playing of the piano, it will get better. Tauri should allow me to get it running everywhere, but it's a brand new thing. Oh, okay. All right. So you're talking about Paperbot. I love Paperbot. It's awesome. All right. Okay. All right. So. I'm a kobold, I am a goblin, I'm a vampire too. I'm a mythological creature and I wait for you. I'm a banshee, I am a specter, I'm a forlorn thing. I'm a shadow, I am a shade that needs little ghostly dreams. Oh, so don't you run away. Oh, please don't you run away. Stay, stay. Oh, so don't you run away. Oh, please don't you run away. Stay, stay. I'm a killer, I slay the minutes, I chop them into bits. I stuff the corpses full of my melodies, but they rarely fit. I'm a monster, that's just what I am. I wish it wasn't true. I don't wanna cause anybody pain. Tell me what to do. Oh, so you don't run away. Oh, please don't you fade away. Stay, stay. Oh, oh, please don't you run away. Oh, please don't you run away. Stay, stay, stay. Oh, the world is full of danger. Everyone appears as strangers, and you simply wanna run and hide. Oh, the world is full of evil. Everyone needs other people, but it makes more sense to stay inside. Oh, please don't you run away. Oh, please won't you hear me say, stay, stay. Oh, please don't you run away. Oh, please won't you hear me say, stay, stay, stay. I'm literally talking about high school in the 90s. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about coding. I see. Yeah. Hey, thank you. So anyway, those songs are still rough. They're still going to take time for me to kind of wrap my head around. You know, like I'm just gonna, like, that's the thing, is like in a year's time of me doing Twitch, I am working on a new song. No. So yeah. So and then it goes to. Yeah. So I am writing. So I am actively writing all sorts of new material. I'm not that facile on the piano just yet. I will get better. Obviously, I'm practicing a couple hours every single day. Give me a year, and I will be close to 1,000 hours of piano practice in. I should be pretty comfortable with that by that point in time. But again, I'm starting out. So this is a song. This is a song I wrote. This is my most popular song. This is my most successful song. But I wrote this on guitar, and now I can play it on piano, so that's cool. No, wait, hold on. Let's do this. Wait for the dawn, my dear. Wait till the sun gets here, and you will wait too long. He will be gone. He will wait till the sun shines through. Wait till the sky is blue, and you will wait too long. He will be gone. He will be gone. Ooh, he will be gone. Ooh, he will be gone. Shoot. Curses. Wait till the signs are right. Wait till the perfect time, and you will wait too long. He will be gone. He will be gone. Ooh, he will. He will be gone. Ooh, he will be gone. La 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 la. Wait till you down no more. Wait till you know you're sure, and you will wait too long. He will be gone. Anyways, yeah. So again, like the piano songs are just going to always be a little bit rough until I play them enough. But yeah, but it's still, I think it's so fun. Like it's fun to hear these renditions, and they're going to get better. And I'm, and as I write, the songs I'm writing, because I'm going to write one piano song a week. So the songs I'm writing right now will be dramatically different from the songs I'm writing 6 months from now, much less a year from now. So you guys, if you want to stick around, you'll get a chance to see how my songwriting develops on a not a new instrument, but like, it's funny because because I'm approaching the piano in the exact same way that I approach the guitar. So yeah. And then so I do the whole scales. I do the major scales all the way up and down, all the way up and down, to make sure that I understand what like I understand the chord that are in each key, and then I also do them in the minor keys, so I kind of go all the way up and down the scale, and then I play all the chords in that key. So so it's like so wait, no, hold on. So it's minor. No, wait. Oh yeah, it's in C. What am I talking about? So, wait. Anyway, but I don't want. But yeah, so and then what I do is when I play them, I speak them out loud, so I know the chord I'm playing, and I know the relationship. So I'm like, this is the 2 chord. This so it's just like so. So this is this is C sharp major, and the 2 chord. This and the 2 chord is the E flat major or the D sharp. I'm sorry, the E flat minor or the D flat minor. And I just do that up and so slowly but surely. So I'm building the rudiments of my guitar, my piano understanding, and then I'll work on actually getting more facile at actually playing, which is crazy. So I'm doing it the complete ass backwards way, but it also works. It also is reinforcing a lot of the stuff that I know on the guitar. And somebody wrote something. Hold on. All right. So hold on. Gotta love the. Oh wait, no, hold on. Wait. Oh,
Gotta love them, lol. I hated scales. Loved working on that stuff, but most people move to FTP servers.
Oh yeah, no, because they're talking about coding.
I want to go to the store.
I know, sweetheart, but we okay. Oh yeah, you're right. So okay, so here, so it is now time where I normally end my stream. So I'll just do a couple more because I didn't preface that I was gonna be. D sharp, yeah. I love working on that. Oh no, this is okay. Oh, sweetheart, your hands are freezing. How are your hands so cold? I think what happens is I think what Isabella does is she goes.
I said Trader Joe time.
Yeah, I think what Isabella does is she puts her hand in the freezer and just holds stuff. Oh my god! And she holds shit and gets her hands as fucking cold as is possible. As she would know, they're fucking ice cold. That is like that is. You could put your hand in the freezer and there'd be no temperature change. That is ridiculous. That is she's stop. It's time. Go.
No.
Go.
I left my phone.
All right. So,
It's not my birthday
her birthday's yes. She does have a warm heart. She has a warm heart. It's warm. It's filled with it's warm with hate and bile.
No.
And yeah, it's Sue. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta go to the store.
I know, but let me play a couple songs to say goodbye to everybody. Let me say some audio songs. All right, hold on, what's this for you? All right, so. All right, I'll play here. I'll play Ultrasonic, which is one of the new hits. And what do you guys want to hear? I'll close the Ultrasonic and I'll play one request. What do you guys want me to hear to play? Sweetheart. Stay Away? I can do Stay Away. Yeah. I don't think Isabella cares. No, sweetheart, come on. I'm trying. She's like the more exasperated my reaction is, the happier she is. It's fucking crazy. And yes, and she loves the fact that
and literally fuck your own face.
All right, so here, let me bring up Ultrasonic. Oh no, sweetheart, please, Jesus, what are you doing? Really? Come on. What are you doing? Okay, so can somebody throw in a paper cat? Could you throw in an Ultrasonic request for me? I'll do Stay Away. Thank you, sir.
Keep up the good work.
Oh, jeez. and buy them too. I stole a car to get to downtown. That's the sort of shit I pull. Stay away from me. I'm only gonna bring you down. I am a rip. Hold on, let me adjust my guitar. Hold on, it's really loud. And sweetheart, please don't. Like seriously, please.
I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, because you're preventing me from playing the song. I'm a criminal on Fridays. I do drugs and buy them too. Stole a car to get to downtown. That's the sort of shit I pull. Stay away from me. I'm only gonna pull you down. I am a reprobate, a hooligan, the devil's man. You don't want me around. Stay away from me. I'm only gonna pull you down. I am a bitter pill, lost cause and everywhere, and you don't want me around. Stay away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had. Oh, stay away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had. See you, Shrubby. Ooh, 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 I like to drink till well past sunrise, and I can't afford to pay my rent. I like pills that give me some high. I like pills that get me bent. Stay away from me. I'm only gonna pull you down. I am a reprobate, a hooligan, the devil's man. You don't want me around. Stay away from me. I'm only gonna pull you down. I am a bitter pill, lost cause and everywhere, and you don't want me around. Stay away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had. Oh, stay away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had. Ooh, 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 away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had. Oh, stay away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had. Oh, stay away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had. Oh, stay away from me. Can't you see I'm all bad? I'm the worst you never had to be. Ow! God damn it! Stop, woman! Stop! I know we're going. I just hope you. Hey, thank you, Slacker King. That's very kind of you, man. Hey, Elias, how you doing, brother? Yes, I'll play Wonderwall right now. And hi, Dime Gabriel, 2005. Yeah, I always played. In fact, that was Nickelback. I play exclusively Nickelback, because I love that band, and I only play Nickelback songs. And that's what I'm playing right now. This is a brand new song that Nickelback wrote just a couple of weeks ago. Sweetheart, stop. 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 Huh. All right. Stop, sweetheart. All right, here we go. So this is a song called Ultrasonic. Yeah, only Nickelback originals though. All right, so this is my last song, everybody. Thank you for hanging out and being here. I really do love you guys a lot. And again, like I said, I'm gonna just pay attention to my Discord because I do think I'm gonna try to recruit people. All the things I talked to you guys about. I do want to see if I can't get you all, get some cool things happening. So it's going to happen over the course of the next handful of weeks. But if you want to be involved and kind of be on the bleeding edge of what's going on, no, sweetheart, please don't. Here we go. All right. I bring the riot, I own the takedown, I stoke the fires, I am the knockout, I am the pushback, I own the meanwhile, oh yes I am tsunami. I bring the anthems, I light the bonfires, I count the heartbeats, I push the count high, I cut the fresh wound, I slice the deepest, oh yes I am tsunami. Crashing in like tidal forces, charging up like cavalry horses, dropping in like the force of gravity, pressing in like a surge of lava, messing with the laws of awesome as I burst the shackles holding me. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want and everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it, gonna give you everything. I am the landslide, I bring the wildfire, I sing the true songs that catch the loose sky, I beat the heartbeat, I pound the rhythm, yes I am tsunami, surging up like rising mountains, blasting forth like a raging fountain, coursing in with the fury of the storm, raging in like a violent clamor, heavy rains that drop like hammers, handing out the havoc and the score. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want and everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it, gonna give you everything. They can't slow me down, they can't wear me out. There's no road too far, there's no tearing down. They can't hold me back, they can't slow me down. There's no getting lost, I'm always around. I'm ultrasonic. Everything you want and everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic. Everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic. I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic. I'll give it if I got it. Gonna give it everything. Hell yeah, right on. Jesus Christ with the goddamn chomps. I know, right? Yeah. That's exactly right, Paper Cat. Don't worry.
It's like peanut,
God damn it.
hazelnut,
Thank you, Slacker King.
macadamia nut. That was the one that was sent her into going crazy. She said, "You stop naming nuts. Pine nut, pistachio nut,
Stop, sweetheart.
red pistachio nut, natural, all natural, white pistachio nut."
You gotta stop. Okay.
We're going to Trader Joe's.
All right. Okay. Hey, thank you, Slacker. Thank you, Slacker King. Yeah. So that's a brand new one called Ultrasonic. I have 125 brand new songs I'm going to be doing studio demos of this year. I'm also going to try to revivify. I mean, like there's just a lot of stuff I've got planned, a lot of things that I've got going on. If you guys want to be a part of it all, like the thing is that everything I do is predicated on your reactions. It's predicated on, hey, thank you, Lysol Razor, you too, brother. So it's all predicated on your thoughts on a lot of the music. So if you guys want to be engaged and want to interact, you can have a significant impact on the music that ends up getting put out on records, the music that I actually play in the stream, a whole ton of stuff. And I'll also be giving you a front row seat to all of my perambulations as I kind of negotiate a side of music that I used to do very, very well in. I walked away from for almost a full decade because I wanted to improve my songwriting. And now I'm about to jump back in with both feet. It's gonna be pretty crazy. I will kind of give you a courtside seat to all of those perambulations. So I love you guys. Sweetheart, don't, and not my eardrum, Like you could actually hurt me. Don't do that. Okay, great. Thank you, Aldo. Thank you.
Sometimes life gets full of dirt, and crud, bugs, and hairballs and stuff. You gotta clean it out. You gotta put it in here and rinse it off and start all over again. And sometimes life sticks to the floor so bad. Mop. It's not good enough. You gotta get down there like with a toothbrush, and you gotta really scrub it. You gotta get it off.
I love you guys.
But if that doesn't work.
Adios.
You gotta stand right up.
All right. I'll see you guys here. All right.
These floors are dirty as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Yes. I love you guys. Be well, everybody.